Sorry, guys, I was having technical difficulties, but I am here with Blue. Hi, Blue.
What up? What up? What up?
What up? What's going on?
So tonight, I know we talking about Cassie. We're gonna get to that later, but I just got an email that we have breaking news tonight. So, um, Sweet Melody, you wanna let them know what the breaking news is?
Yes, but let's just say hi to everybody in the chat first, and then we
All
can
right.
get to that. All right. So, Clyde, thanks for coming back. What's going on? We have Irby Fatal. Salute to you. The cynical one. Hey, sis. Salute. We have said Irby. I said Clyde. Who else we have in the building? Looks like that's it. It's just us. So let's get started. I'm gonna pull up the breaking news. Oh, no. What am I doing? See, today I'm having a lot of technical difficulties. Give me 1 second, guys. Bear with me, please. Here we go. So, what's going on with you, Blue? How was your day?
Cooler, cooler. Ready to
Cool.
get to this news, man. It's crazy out here. Every day is something going on. Every day, I believe it's gonna be new stories coming out with the Diddy thing. Um,
Yeah,
So y'all get ready, man. Any other stories we get come across, we definitely gonna bring it to the platform and bring y'all that Blue TV news on Sweet Melody Media platform.
definitely. And make sure you guys hit the like button on my channel and also on Baloo TV's channel. I need all of the mods to be dropping that in the chat. Everybody drop Baloo's channel and drop my other channel, actually my new channel, Melody Amber, which I'm not streaming from today. But yeah, make sure the mods are doing their jobs and dropping our links. All right, guys. So here we go. Here we go. All right, can you see the screen, Blue?
Yep.
All right, breaking news. Woman accuses Diddy of drugging and raping her in new SA lawsuit. So this is crazy. It's like a domino effect. Like
Mm-hmm.
now everybody's coming out. And like we said, we all were saying that we think these women were afraid of what Diddy would do because he was such a powerful man, especially with the whole Kim Porter situation and, other people who Diddy didn't really, have the best relationship with. They're not here anymore to speak their piece. And a lot of women and men, because this is just not a woman thing, a lot of women and men were afraid of Diddy, but now they're getting the courage to come out because they see Cassie came out. Now everybody's coming out. So I'm going to read this for you guys. This is wild. Diddy, you in hot water now. All right. Looks like Diddy is at the center of yet another lawsuit. According to TMZ, a woman named April Lamprose is accusing Diddy of SA her multiple times back in the 90s. In the lawsuit, April says that Diddy offered to mentor her in the fashion industry while she was a student at the fashion Institute of Technology. April claims that after Diddy showered her with gifts, they link up in a bar in Soho where they drank before going back to his room at the Millennium Hotel. While there, April says she began to feel like the walls were closing in on her when Diddy allegedly began to force himself on her. During another incident in 1996, April claims that Diddy ordered her to his apartment where she met Kim Porter. She says that Diddy forced ecstasy down her throat and then demanded that she had Zegs with Kim while he masturbated. Oh my God, this is disgusting. In the suit, April continues saying that she was eventually raped by the mogul for a second time. April is suing Diddy for SA, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Wow, this
That's
is
crazy.
wild. Oh,
That
what's
is
your thoughts on
crazy.
right? What's your thoughts on what I just read?
Well, again, like I said, man, we are now going to get to know the other side of Diddy, as far as the stories that people have and their experience with Sean Puffy Combs. Um, a lot of people probably was in denial. In the beginning, I was a little in denial, but I also said we needed a little bit more proof and receipts. So Diddy, it's not looking good for you. Um, Cassie, sorry you been through what you've been through, and all the other victims. We send our hearts out to you, and is unfortunately this is what's going on in the industry. And at a young age, when I was young, I liked the hip hop. I loved hip hop, but I felt something. Something was there for me not to want to like engage into hip hop because I kind of I can't say I saw these things. It just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
don't like the way people act when they see a star. They act starstruck. That was always weird to me. Like when you see an artist or something, people act like they act weird. So that was always strange to me with people, and that was something like when I'm in the club, I see them, I don't go crazy. I look at them, see them, and that's it. So
Right,
I don't know.
right. They see you just like you see them. It's nothing special. They're human
That's
just like
that's
you.
that's my
They
model.
right. So I get exactly what you're saying. Um, I've met a few celebrities myself and never ever was that excited. But yeah, it's crazy because poor Kim Porter, like she had it the worst. She was his living girlfriend slash mother of his child. And he also was the stepfather of Albie Shore's son by Kim. So imagine all of the things that these kids saw in that house. Imagine these kids probably know everything that's going on. Um, and it's like all of their stories are very similar. All of it, the drugs, the making them do acts, lewd acts with Kim Porter or with each other or with um, escorts. Like they all have the same exact story. And before, I wouldn't have probably believed all of these women coming out, you know, but it's too many. I mean, now that we saw the evidence with Cassie, it's like, how can we not believe these other women coming out? We actually saw with our own eyes him abusing a woman. So we already know what he's capable of. We already know Diddy's character. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. We knew his character since the 90s. We all knew. We heard rumors. You know, this was the talk of the industry. His freak offs, his abuse, all of that. So I'm not surprised by any of this. I'm just happy that a lot of these people, men and women, got the courage to speak out. So that's wild. Mm-mm-mm. We will be dropping a link soon. So anybody who want to come up and speak on this Diddy situation, the first story, you can do so after we break down the other two stories. We have two more stories left to break down. So
So,
bear
so
with us, be patient.
11 o'clock, we're gonna open the panel, ladies and gentlemen. 11 o'clock.
Okay, sounds good.
Good.
Sounds yeah, like
So,
14 more minutes. Yep.
what's the other story you got?
Okay, so the second story I have, let me close out of this because I got a few stories. So let me get it situated. Where are you? Here we go.
Oh, I
Please.
got another breaking story.
Okay, so we'll do that next.
I'm gonna
Before
send
we
it to
get
you.
okay, before we get to the headline, we'll do that next. Okay, so this is the second story I have with Diddy. The legend Shaka Khan, who we all love. Of course, we grew up hearing our parents playing Shaka Khan. She's actually one of my mother's favorite artists. She loves Shaka Khan. Like, even when we go to karaoke, Shaka Khan is my mother's go to. So, but anyway, Shaka Khan's daughter recalls Diddy screaming like a lunatic at her mom. She said, "I'm singing and dancing, watching your demise." So let's read. I love Shaka Khan. She's so beautiful still. Still. All right. Indira Khan, the daughter of Shaka Khan, has expressed her glee to see Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, experience dark days as the music mogul allegedly once yelled at her mother. As reported by TMZ, Indira was in the Instagram comments section of Combs' apology video following the release of 2016 footage that showed him assaulting. Oh, did I lose? Oh, showed him assaulting his then girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura. Along with a lawyer for Ventura not buying the apology, Indira alleged that the assault wasn't Diddy's first time mistreating a woman. According to Indira, Diddy once got into a spat with her mother. "I'm glad this is happening to you. You got in my mother's face and publicly disrespected her, yelling and screaming like a lunatic. When my little brother tried to get you out of my mother's face, your security jumped my 19-year-old brother," she wrote in his comments. All right. "I'm glad this is happening to you. You got in my mother's face and publicly disrespected her, yelling and screaming like a lunatic." Oh, I already read this. All right, let me see. "Get you on my mother's face, your security jump my 19-year-old brother. These may be your dark days, but I'm singing and dancing, watching your demise." All right, so what is your take on that situation?
Again, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, these stories are coming out. I can't believe that Mr. Sean I'm calling him Mr. Sean Combs. I'm not even calling P. Diddy no more. Mr. Sean Combs. Call by his first and last name. Mr. Sean Combs. Um Shaka Khan. I mean, what's going on in your head, Diddy? What you thinking about? What you going through for you to have um so many people come out and be against you? And so it makes more sense now why you try to reverse psychiatry with your name Love. Because
Absolutely.
I think he knew a lot of this was coming out because you could feel. I mean, all this is on the table now. Obviously, this was all surrounding him at one point, and he felt that energy. But I think he tried to just keep up that front as long as he could. I think he was trying to keep up that front. And man, listen, the day the day of that raid, and then I think the whole thing when he tried to sue his business partners, that
Mm-hmm.
was the icing on the cake. He that was the icing on the cake where you barked up the wrong tree. So I think he was been so cocky that he thought he can go against the powers that be and forgot that that's the powers that be, and
Exactly.
this is what they can do. So I'm kind of confused. A lot of people knowing, obviously, all this stuff is true because so many people coming out. But I'm just now, you look at the people that he been around too. Now
Mhm.
everybody want to act like, yeah, I got a story to tell, but why y'all been didn't say nothing? I get it. Of course, P. Diddy done did a lot of things that the industry knows about that we don't know about, that we just hearing about, like it's stories or like it's a myth. So
Mm,
I don't know.
right. Well, like Cynical said, Shaka Khan is his elder. She's like 25 years older than him. She's old enough to be his mother. But oops, I forgot. He slapped his own mother. So
Yeah,
if
it's
he don't respect
crazy.
his mother, then he not gonna respect nobody else's mother. Period.
And you know what's crazy? Like when you think of P. Diddy, like you don't think of him as this tough guy. You know what I mean? Like this
I
guy
do.
that did all the things. Hold on.
Hmm. I do. I think of him. I don't think of him as a tough guy. I think of him as an evil guy. Like his whole face has evil written all over it. You can see it in his eyes. Like that man has no soul. That's why he's able to smack his own mother and allegedly, we gotta say that word allegedly, and allegedly delete people and break people's noses allegedly. You know, he's able to do that and blow up people's cars allegedly. That's why he's able to do that because he has no soul. So this whole Shaka Khan thing, to get up in Shaka Khan's face and yell and scream and disrespect her like that, that's taking it to another level. She's a legend, so that's real whack to me. Really, really whack. And he gonna when he does, or if he does go to jail, you know, men don't like stuff like that. Like when you go to jail, I heard some horror stories. You go to jail and you put your hands on your mother, you know, and your wife and and people weaker than you. These men in jail will whoop your every single day. Like, and they don't care who you are. They're gonna do what they gotta do because they're in jail missing their mom and their kids and whatever, whatever. So they don't like that. That's straight disrespect,
It is.
you know?
So hold up, everybody. Make sure you hit the cash app. Make sure you super chat. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, support the panel, Sweet Melody Media. Remember that, everybody. Share that, like, share, subscribe. Sweet Melody Media.
And also Blue TV. Make sure you guys subscribe to him as well. Blue
Yeah, go
TV
to my dirty page.
2024. Show him some love as well, because he's putting in that work with me. So
So if y'all
definitely.
know my page, you know what I mean? If the mod, y'all can help drop the link in there. Y'all can go to my page. Y'all can like, share some other content on there. Um, there's a lot of content on there you probably could use. I got stuff on there talk about real estate, um, a lot of things. So yeah, go to the page, check it out.
Most definitely show him some love and support. All right, so you said you had some breaking news for me.
Yeah,
Send it.
let's go to this next story. We got
Okay.
5 minutes. It's a little off topic, but it just came across my feed.
It's okay. Nothing is off topic today. Today we doing, important topics, breaking news. Even if it don't have anything to do with Diddy, we can talk about it. So, what's the next one?
I sent it to you.
Okay. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Also share on your platform, even if you have a Facebook, an Instagram, a TikTok. If you have a small YouTube platform, if you have a big YouTube platform, whatever. Make sure you guys share Get us out there in the algorithm. All right, where did you send it to? My email? What did
Your
you
phone.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it yet.
Yep, I send it.
I didn't get it. All right, guys, we got 4 more minutes. I'm gonna drop the link right now,
So check
and
it out.
I'm gonna let you guys up in 4 more minutes. So if you have anything to say about this topic that we're discussing now, hit
You
the link.
got it?
Let me check. I still didn't get it. No.
All right.
Send it to my Instagram if it's not coming through on my phone or my Facebook. Okay,
All
guys,
right.
the StreamYard link is in the chat.
I don't understand why you didn't get it. Well, look, everybody, hold up.
You send it to me?
All right, you should have it now.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait. 1 second. One second while I get it together, guys. Let me share it.
So remember, breaking news. Breaking news.
Yep. This sure is breaking news, y'all. I see you in the back, Rakim. I'm about to let you up in a second.
And I want to know how y'all feel about this.
Okay, can you see the screen? Here we go. All right. So what's this you sent me? Donald Trump brings out New York rappers Chef G and Sleepy Hollow during his rally in the Bronx. Fair use.
Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, you're old like that. I want to get that done.
Oh, man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
So pause real quick.
Appreciate you.
Pause. So everybody, pause real quick.
Thank you.
All right. Let's reset the room. You know this is Sweet Melody Media, Blue TV. We live right here. We doing breaking news. Donald Trump brings out a rapper from the Bronx. So I want everybody to get ready. What do y'all think about this? Is this a
Well,
good thing? Yeah.
no. Okay. Go ahead. You can
Is
finish.
is this a good thing? To actually see um, Donald Trump and a rapper together. You know what I'm saying? Is this a bridge? Are we crossing the bridge right here, y'all? Like we had a black president, now we got Donald Trump. Donald Trump is still around. Is Donald Trump ushering something in we don't see? You know what I'm saying? Is he
Hmm.
ushering something in that people don't see? What's the
Well,
trick to this?
is that you, Rakim?
No, it's P. Diddy. Take that, take that, take that.
You stupid.
Holy
Hey, what's
shit!
going on? All right.
What's going on, Melody? Shout out to Blue. What's
Cool.
going
What's up? What's up?
Thanks for
Peace.
coming. All right, so first, let's speak on the first thing. The whole the new woman coming out with the allegations saying that Diddy SA'd her and drugged her and made her do lewd acts with Kim Porter. What's your take on that?
Oh, you asking me or Baloo?
No, I'm asking you.
I
Oh,
answered it already.
oh, okay. My take on it is that, uh, like I say, I don't know because y'all be thinking I be defending Diddy, but I just gotta say it like it is. I think it's just another opportunist, just trying to get some money after everybody see that Cassie was successful. Even though what Cassie saying was true, there's still a lot of people out there that's looking to get money. So you mean to tell me after all of this time, this man, you just happen to file this case now, and you're 22 years old, he dragged you, drugged you, and forced you to perform fellatio, and saying it just like okay, if she has evidence, just like I said in previous live streams with Cassie and all of that, show us that it's true. If
Mm,
not, because you still got to present it to the lawyer for the lawyer to get a case,
mm-hmm.
or for him to have a case. And that's another thing too. Some of these lawyers get bad reputations because of the fact that they're ambulance chasers. That's something that's never spoken on either. You have a lot of ambulance chasers on there that would, oh, I'll take your case for Bruno, but it turns out a case you can't even fight, but they're trying to get a name for themselves and build up their portfolio. So, I mean, you got to present some type of evidence to show that that this man did this. Because right now, she's not in the position that Cassie is in because see, Cassie has already gotten her money. There's been evidence there. You can't drag Diddy into the dirt no more than what he's already into the dirt because now everybody's looking at him like a low life. So you have to. So it's nothing that you threaten him with that's going to make him, settle in the silver suit. So show some evidence, and if it's true, he need to be punished for that. You get your money.
Well, what if there is no evidence? What if she's telling the truth and there is no evidence? Then it's oh well.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if it's the truth, why now? I'm trying to figure out. Like, too, I'm like, you waiting. Like, we have so many people that's waiting, and this happened years ago. That's why that's the thing I have the hardest time with because I just don't believe any and everybody because people have ulterior motives to why they come forward. Is it true? Yes, Diddy is a piece of crap. He for what he did, but it's also other people that's pieces of crap trying to capitalize off this piece of crap to get money. So that's the only thing I'm saying.
No,
You
you're right
you
about that. I don't believe all women or men. I don't. But when it comes to someone like Diddy, who has a track record of doing this, I mean, come on. Did you hear about the story I just read before this Trump one? He got up in Shaka Khan's face and yelled at her, screamed at her. That's Shaka Khan. She's a legend. You're
Yeah.
disrespecting an
you
elderly lady, someone who's old enough to be your mother. All
you
right. And then what
you
about his mom? Allegedly, he slapped the mess out of his mom. And then he broke Kim Porter's nose. This goes on and on and on. Like he has a track record of hurting women and men. He blew up. Um, what's the guy's name that he blew up his
Kid
car?
Cudi, Kid Cudi.
Car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Diddy
why
power
is
tripping. He
he
power
really
tripping.
power tripping? And why is this guy even like credible to you anyway? This is to Rakim. Like, why are you still believing everything he say after he did so many things?
Can I say something real quick, Rakim? Is it safe to say people were hurt, man and female, because people looked up to Diddy? So people probably hurt because a lot of just not just females coming out with stories, a lot of other people too. Yo, y'all can hear
Man,
me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not. Let me just say this real quick. I'm not looking up to Diddy or anything. I said, do I hate Diddy? No. Do I trust Diddy? No. I've been saying that I've stood by the same argument that I've stood on every other live stream. My perspective and my wording has not changed. No, I don't trust Diddy at all to do business with him. I wouldn't trust Diddy like with my sister or any other women within my family because of his history of abuse. But we can see both sides of the argument. Is Diddy is a piece of crap? Yes, but it's a lot of people that obviously keep gravitating towards him for whatever reason or whatever opportunity that they see being around him fits. And it's been like that.
Look,
We
look,
have
look.
what's her name?
Wait, let him
Miss
finish.
Miami.
Hold on. Who?
Miss Miami or Carisha. We ain't heard her spoke up about nothing. She's keeping quiet. So obviously she's siding with Diddy.
Of course she's siding with Diddy.
So like, and like I'm saying, there's a lot of women that's going along with this dude and what he's doing. And yes, he's a low life and he should be punished for it. But it's a lot of opportunists out there too that's trying to get whatever they can get while they're getting is good.
Actually, I read on the internet that she unfollowed Diddy. You know what I'm saying? She unfollowed him.
She unfollowed him.
Yeah, she unfollowed him. She don't want nothing to do with that. But yo, I don't know how long y'all been into this story or into the industry, but a lot of this happened after Keefe D got got that sense when they put him in jail. He started spilling his guts about a whole lot of stuff that had to do with Diddy, having to do with that Tupac thing. So all of this started when he went to jail, if y'all paid attention to it or not.
Here's the thing, Clyde. I'm going to tell you real quick.
Wait, I'm sorry, guys, real quick. Okay, so I know that's you, Clyde. Is that you, H&M?
The man of the hour, tower of power, sweet and sour. Can't wait to devour, fresh and clean like I just took a shower. Yeah.
Hey. And then
Yo, you funny as that.
How about you, Simon? Is that you? Is that you, Simon?
Simon chiming, I keep that ain't me.
Simon, is that you? Simon Simon
says he might have went to the bathroom or something.
He might be doing something. If he comes back,
yeah.
Right,
okay, I just wanted to say this really quickly. I just wanted to say this, like when Clyde brought up the whole Keefe D situation. Keefe D, we gotta nip this in the bud real quick, Clyde, because I'm a big Pac fan, so I didn't follow this from the jump.
All right.
Pac was deleted by the Southside Crips. He was deleted by the Southside Crips in an unrelated incident. He was deleted because he attacked a guy that was a known gang member, known through Compton, who was already being investigated for another 2 murders.
All right, that's the narrative. That was the narrative that they pushed.
No.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let me finish real quick.
Let him finish.
That is a fact. After Pac was deleted, after he passed on in the hospital, a war broke out in Compton between those 2 sets. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know all of that, but the narrative
that did that was being investigated for 2
homicides
already.
The narrative. Let me tell you, the narrative that they push is that Orlando has something to do with it. But if you go deeper than that, Puffy is related to Zip. Zip is known to have ties with the Southside Crips. They said the Southside Crips is who deleted Pac, right? Zip is Puffy's uncle. Was Puffy's uncle, but he died. Puffy had, huh? Now that was Puffy's cousin or uncle or something like that. Zip.
Why do you guys always relate the stuff that you see in the media?
That's you, Simon?
Nah, I'm not going off the media. I'm going off of Gene Deal. I'm going off of people that I know.
Hold on, Pete. Is that you, Simon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, the thing is, it's like, people that want to talk about this stuff, most of the time, they ain't been in the actual industry. They don't really know what went down, like, for real.
Yeah, but you gotta put 2 and 2 together if you got common sense.
No. Well, just listen to me for a second. What you're spouting, you gotta be very, very careful about, because would you actually want that to be something that happens in your real life with your family? Like, and all this egregious stuff that goes on. It's like, it's kind of,
but I take care of my family, but
yeah. Yo, bro. I asked you for a second. Can you just chill?
Simon, real
right?
quick before you
Hey,
continue,
y'all be
I
back.
just want hold on before you continue. Let me put up
Let
my
me back.
panel. Hold on, Simon. Simon, hello.
Mm. Yeah,
Before I
yeah.
continue, I'm gonna put up my panel rules because I just got monetized again. So no over talking each other, no unmuting after you're muted. No, especially no over talking me, and wait for the person to take their turn. Even if you don't agree with them, if you're debating, just let them rock. Let them rock, and then you go. And then we're going to all patiently wait for each other. Now, one more rule. The biggest rule is no trigger words, please. No trigger words, and also no bad language. All right. Go ahead, Simon.
I and that's sensible. That's sensible. Put up the rules. Does everyone understand the rules? Because I was just trying to
All
say
right,
something.
well, let me say my piece now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who y'all
Oh,
think I
wait,
am.
no.
There
You
we
see,
go.
you just broke a rule right there. You're interrupting me.
I
Wait,
thought
I
you
hold
was
was
on.
talking.
finished, bro. You talking so slow. I thought you was
God
finished,
damn.
man.
No,
Hold on,
bro.
T. Let him finish, and then you
God
go. Let
damn.
him. All right. So everybody, when you're finished, just say, "Okay, I'm done." That way, the person will know you're finished. Go ahead, Simon.
I appreciate you, sweet melody. Look, I'm just saying, if you if your ideology is based on the fact that you just saw this on the news and you had no inclination about what's actually going on in in the actual industry in itself, then you're just making stuff up. And you may feel kind of passionate about it, and I get that, bro. But I'm just saying, like, you can't be just putting out to the world, like, say it's a fact,
All right,
because
you
that
done? Oh, all right, my bad.
you interrupted me again.
Cause
Do
you
you have a
man,
problem? Like, do
what?
you
Cause you talking
understand
for me.
rules?
Hey, come
You.
on,
I
Do
come
you
on,
mean,
fellas.
understand
Come
rules?
on, fellas.
you
Let's
talking about me. Let me speak my piece now. You
People
talking
want
mad
to
slow. Let me speak
Do
my
you
piece.
yeah.
understand?
talking
Hold on.
I,
Do
Hold
you
talking
on.
let
over each
class
understand
other.
rules?
let class speak.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Now,
Wow.
for one, you don't know me. For two, I have very much ties to the industry. I'm not just talking out from the newscast. If you ask Blue and them, I have ties to the industry, so I know things that goes on in the industry. I'm not saying I know everything, but I do hear things from time to time. Like you know what
He's
I'm
not
saying?
lying. He not
I,
lying now.
I know people in the industry. I hear things. I've been places in the industry. You know, I dealt with people in the industry. So when I'm talking about it, I'm not just talking out just say anything. I'm talking facts and things that I know. So you have to excuse yourself because you don't know me. So I understand that you say, "Oh, he's talking out here. You don't really." But when I'm speaking, I do know, bro. All right. When I'm speaking, I do know. It's not just off the news. So I get real passionate because I don't like when people try to tell me I don't know things or you know what I'm saying. I do know. That's why I'm speaking on it. I wouldn't speak on something I don't know about. All right, understand? You're not talking. You understand? He's not talking.
No, I'm just trying to be respectful because
You can be, but you have to let me. You can't speak for me or say what I do
I'm
know and what I don't know.
I'm just trying to be respectful because the only reason why I said what I said is based on the fact that you said what you said,
Yeah,
meaning
because I know.
that
Because I
you
know.
weren't. You no, wait a sec. You said you weren't there. You don't know
I wasn't
these.
where. What you say I wasn't where? I never said I was. What you talking about?
Oh, so you forgotten what you're speaking about already? Is
No, I'm
that
not.
right?
I was talking about Keefe D. What are you talking about? You trying to tell me what I do and don't know? Like if you know me?
Right. Okay, cool. Right,
Hey,
cool.
hey, Clyde, can I say something real quick,
Yes,
brother?
sir. Go ahead, bro.
I just wanted to say this real quick with what you were saying. I just like a lot of the times things can. I know you may have more insight than I am due to the fact that you're from. Are you from Jersey or New York?
I was born in New York, but I reside in Jersey. I live in Jersey.
Okay, it's all that tri-state area. So
Exactly.
you might hear more rumors than me. But based off of the evidence that I've seen with that situation, it was just like in '94 when as a kid, I thought that Notorious B.I.G. and Puff had something to do with Pop being robbed in Quad Studio in '94. For it to come out to find out that it was Jimmy Henchman who had planned to do that because of a beef he had with Pac over dispute on
Right.
him
Right.
not paid with his artist. My personal opinion, with Keefe D, it's a certain reason why. Like in a case when you're talking about like deletion or something like that, first deletion in the first degree and different things like that, it's the reason why you don't put certain witnesses on the stand, because due to their background, it's a possibility that they can be lying. And Keefe is one of those people. I believe he has heard his has tried to pin something else on somebody else, because if that was the case, he never got the money. Why didn't he come out and expose Puff then if Puffy was the person that was
actually to answer both of your questions, the Jimmy Henchman situation, Big and Puffy was in bed with I'm not in saying it like that, but they was down with Jimmy Henchman, because little do people know he was extorting them. He was extorting all the rappers in New York, you know what I'm saying, getting money off them. And Diddy knew that Pac was coming to the studio. I don't know if Big knew that Pac was coming to the studio, but Jimmy Henchman was telling him that he was gonna do something to Pac, because Pac disrespected him on the phone. So whether they come out saying that they knew or didn't know, Puffy knew exactly what was going on. He was in the studio. Jimmy Henchman, Andre Harrell, they all was in the studio when Jimmy Henchman was talking about what he gonna do to Pac. So they knew. They didn't know that he was gonna get shot. They just thought he was going to get robbed, but they did not know he was going to get shot. So when they saw Pac with the bullet holes and all that in them, they were shocked, and they got scared like that. But if you pay attention to it, Jimmy Henchman was extorting Puffy and them. He was getting money off of Bad Boy and them. So they knew what was going on. But that's either here or there. And to answer your second question, like I said, Zip was affiliated with the Southside Crips. Zip, it was a Crip. Zip is Puffy's godfather or cousin or uncle, something like that. He was related to Puffy. Puffy asked Zip for protection against Suge and them, against the Pyrus. He used Zip for the protection. Now Zip, it was said in the industry that Puffy gave Zip an amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was for the Pac kid or not, he gave Zip the money, and Zip ran off with it and bought a club with the money. I don't know if y'all are up on that or what, you know what I'm saying? But that's a known fact. Zip passed away from cancer, so it'll never come out. You know, Zip can't say his part. But if you notice, when Keefe D got arrested and he started yapping to the law, not on Vlad and all of that, when he started yapping to the law, this is when Puffy's downfall began. I don't know if y'all paid attention or not. Y'all could do your knowledge on that, because it's right there on the internet. And it's there for you to you just got to do your research. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
I have, and I've done. I put two and two together, and I just think it was a unrelated incident. I just think Keefe D is lying to get himself out of hot water because of that deal that he signed when he decided that he was going to speak about what transpired over there in Vegas, and he wasn't supposed to speak about it outside of that room, or they was going to be able to recharge him. And he's been recharged, unfortunately.
We'll see when it all boils out, when it all comes down to it. You'll see how much Diddy is involved in that. People don't believe that he is, but definitely he is. He's involved in it.
Right? That was 30 years ago, close to 30 years ago. You got to have a paper trail of financial transactions.
And believe me, that they have that. They have that. They have the paper trail, because like I said, Diddy gave Zip $1 million, and Zip was supposed to pay who he was supposed to pay, but he turned around and opened up a club with that money. Do your research.
Unless you pay him and he was paying and saying this is on behalf of what Diddy was saying, there's no way you can connect those.
I mean,
I could have gave him a reason. I could have gave him money for any reason. That's my uncle. That's my godfather.
Yeah,
I could have gave him money for this.
But he never explained why he gave him the money. They haven't even asked Diddy about that, like why he gave him the money. That hasn't come out in the news or anything yet.
Even if he did, they don't. Right. It's not confirmed that he.
Exactly. That's where you got to keep that in the air, though. You can't just dismiss that because no. You got to keep it in the air.
I'm not dismissing it. I'm just very what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word that I'm
critical. Look, you got to remember that time of the year, that time in 96, 95, when it was that East-West thing or whatever like that, the real beef was between Puffy and Suge. You know what I'm saying? They transpired it and turned into music, but the real beef was Puffy and Suge. Suge was on the red side, and Puffy had ties to the blue side. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the beef with them two colors came in on. Now,
I wouldn't even say he might have even had like he had a few connections, but they wasn't out there on the West Coast like that.
Yeah, they was, bro. And even in Biggie lyrics, if you listen to the lyrics, he even tell you his team in the Marine Blue. You know what I'm saying?
His team in the Marine Blue 6 coupe.
He tells you right there. He made
team in the Marine Blue 6 coupe.
And what Pac got shot in a white 6 coupe. The kids was in it was in
the black one. He was in the black.
No, Pac was in the black one, but the people that shot him was the blue side in the coupe.
No, they was in a Cadillac. They was in a white Cadillac.
It wasn't a Coupe de Ville. It wasn't a Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
No, it was a 4-door.
It was a 4-door.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm letting you know that Puffy and them was on that side. If you look at them, they never rocked them other colors. You know, you gotta. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain because I've been witnessed and seen.
And the only reason I say, and not to interrupt you, brother. The only reason I say that is because at that time, the whole red and blue thing, that was mostly a West Coast thing. There wasn't really presence.
But it was on the East too. Believe it or not, it's certain members that's on the East that was on the East that's in the blue too. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Hove was one of them too. Believe it or not.
All of it, especially like with the way the East Coast get down, it just didn't seem like that was a.
But Biggie said it when he said his team in the Marine Blue. You know what he's talking about. But if you can read beyond the lyrics, you know what he's talking about.
I say this: we got to be very critical of what Gene Deal says because Gene Deal been talking since '02. I first saw Gene Deal back in the Biggie and Tupac documentary when I was 14, when my grandmother would go take me to see it, and he was talking then. So it seems like Gene Deal is just getting paid to talk, and a lot of this stuff.
But you can't. Gene is a good friend of mine. Gene is a good friend of mine. What he said, bro, he was there. Okay, how long? If you go to my page, Gene Deal, he shouts me out a couple times on my Instagram page. I posted where he shouts me out. What Gene says is valid to some points. I mean, of course, they're getting paid for their interviews because they need the money. But what he's saying, you got to read between the lines, and you got to know that the people that was there can speak upon it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a roll with my boys. If they telling me something, I'm a roll with them. If it makes sense to me, I'm a roll with it, yo.
Okay, I mean it's cool. We all got our opinions. We all got what we decide. But I'm a little bit critical because of the fact that the man's constantly talking, and some of it is not. It's just not adding up. Like I can remember when Gene Deal said Orlando didn't delete Pac. How would he know? He wasn't even on the West Coast. You're not even a part of the West Coast. You was bodyguarding Puffy in New York. You from New York and St. Louis. How would you know that he wasn't involved in any of that when the whole war broke out in Compton and the people that was in Compton that was affiliated with Suge said that?
But it's just like the streets, bro. People talk, you know what I'm saying? Industry cats talk. They don't always talk to outsiders either. They talk amongst themselves. So the word is going around in the industry that the regular people would not know about. You know what I'm saying? The word has been going around. Your boy Diddy's been protected a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people protect him because.
But here's the thing.
I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Here's the thing.
A lot of people was protected. A lot of people was protecting him because of his money and fame. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Slide real quick.
No, you good.
Once y'all finish, you say what you got to say, and then I'm gonna hear H&M because he was patiently.
Oh, I apologize.
Right, man, my bad too. My bad. I was getting a little deep. My bad.
Nah, but go ahead. You can always join in, H&M, if you hear something you want to talk about. You can always chime in.
Yeah, I just wanted to say this, and then I'm gonna pass the mic right on to H&M because that brother, he's always quiet. I just wanted to say, in my personal opinion, based off of the evidence that I've looked up and viewed, Keefe D is a liar. He's saying something to diverge attention from him because he's in hot water, so he's going to put it on Puffy. He has his own agenda. I don't like Puffy's a piece of crap for what he did, but I just don't think he had nothing to do with that whole Pac situation. That has been squared away for a very long time. After the incident happened, Orlando Anderson went back to Compton bragging about it. It's been it was a whole thing with the Outlaws and all of them, how they seen, They got a glimpse of him when the situation had taken place, and that was because he was stumped out with another Pyru member, by Pac, who the Pyru member they happened to take his chain about a month prior at the
That's the narrative. That's
in LA. They saying that's what transpired. They said when Trayvon, the people that was there on the footage said when Trayvon Lane whispered in Pac's ear, he said, "That's the dude that took my chain." That's why Pac took off the way that he did, and hit Orlando, and they stumped him out. But they didn't know that Orlando was a real gang member who was already being investigated for 2 deletions prior to that. So he wasn't going to let that slide like that, especially from coming from Compton in the 90s.
All right. That's the narrative that they pushing out. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of that doesn't make sense. Like, why was Orlando even standing up there waiting for him? You know what I'm saying?
He didn't even see them. They said Keefe D said that they all used to go to the fights all the time.
Right, right.
Las Vegas ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump.
But
going to Vegas from LA is like going to Jersey from New York. It's right there.
Okay. Okay. My point is what I'm saying when we were standing there. If you a member, you know what I'm saying, of the opposite side, you would not be in the hallway you know what I'm saying, standing up, knowing that the other team was there. You'll be looking for your peoples or whatever. That all of that right there, I mean, it's all speculations, but it's a bigger picture. It's a way deeper than what people thinking on the outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it was a setup. If you really look at it, it's almost like a setup. But what happened to Trayvon Lane that said, "Yo, he's right there"? Why did they tell Pac he's right there instead of the members handling that business? Why did they tell Pac?
He told Pac because he was right next to Pac. And when
Pac wasn't a member though. Pac wasn't a member. Why didn't he tell?
He was.
Why didn't he? Wait a second. Later on, it came out that he was trying to be down with them, but Pac had nothing to do. And when they snatched and took the chain, he had members that was there fighting, and he didn't tell them. He told Pac because they wanted Pac to set it off. They wanted. He could have easily told Buntry. He could have easily told Buntry and the rest of them. They was right there. Those the official members. Why he didn't tell nobody official? He told Pac.
Been right next to him when he spotted him, and just
hey bro, that's the narrative. It's gonna all come. I'm not gonna argue, you know what I'm saying, debate stuff. It's gonna all come out, and just, you know what I'm saying, we'll have a conversation about it again when it come out. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
H&M, what do you have to say about this whole thing? Because you've been quiet on the panel.
First of all, let me say salute to you, Melody. Love what you're telling me. The way you kill it is a felony.
Oh man.
And salute to you, 18th letter. You make life better. You come up here tougher than leather.
Appreciate that.
As far as Diddy.
What about Blue and Clyde? You don't got nothing for them?
He gonna learn. He gonna learn. He don't really know me yet. He don't know me yet. He'll learn.
Did y'all just see the shade right here? The blue. See that shit?
Blue TV. Make something up now. Blue TV. I don't know.
Blue TV, where you keep it real. Get the green. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, Clyde.
Nah, but I mean, you know, yeah. Hey, hey, I ain't gonna even go there, bro. Because, you know, I'm a lyricist. I does this. You know what I'm saying? I does this.
I believe you. I
have no reason to lie.
Can we move on to the next topic?
Wait. Let him.
All I can say is
H&M. Yeah, let him give his take on it.
At this point, I have no pity for the 1P Diddy. Right now, his life is looking a whole lot
That's true.
As far as this whole, first of all, it wouldn't surprise me if this whole thing was true. Maybe he did SA some woman. They should do the investigation and find out the facts. And second of all, like 18th letter said, why do wait till now to bring this mess up? It's like another cash grab to me. So
well, it's a domino effect.
Yeah. You got a man. You got a man that's already got a bad rep. So I guess it makes sense to say, hey, he got a bad rep. I got more leeway than him. So now I'm gonna capitalize and try to get him for what he's worth. We don't know if it happened or not. We can speculate it happened, judging by you know but then again, we already know he's sus, so we don't know if that's true or not. At the way he did with Meek Mills, we don't know if he did the same thing to this woman. But at the way he did to Kim Porter and Cassie, who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
let's just see how this stuff plays out. And I hope Diddy gonna get the ass kicking he deserves.
I think if you got a history of doing that, you're going to continue doing that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a history of proven fact that you did it, you did it more than one time. You know what I'm saying? If he hit a female once, he did it before. You know, that's not his first time hitting a female dealing with Cassie. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure his old wife, Kim Porter, whatever her name is, I'm pretty sure she took a couple licks too.
Rest in peace. Oh, she's in the grave right now. She's in the grave.
Yeah.
You know, so
wait, who's in the grave?
Kim Porter.
Kim Porter. And also his other baby mom, Misa Hilton, came out saying something too. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but she came out saying he used to hit her too.
Yeah, and another girl he used to mess with.
So he got a history. He got a history of it. But people was just scared because they either wanted to get money from him or he scared he could do something to them. That's why they never came forth.
Yeah, the Goon Squad after all. So yeah.
Yep.
You know what? Even if it is a cash grab, I say so what? Get that money. If he beat you like that, you better get that money. And I'm dead serious. And that goes for men or women. If somebody's beating you, I don't care what gender you are, you better go for all that money and lock them up and throw away the key. That's
or lock her up.
Him or her, whoever.
Yeah, and also too, let me say real quick, a lot of them was protecting the kids. You know, Puffy got like 7 kids, bro. A lot of them was trying to protect he got like 7 kids, bro. He had like 3 boys, I think 3 boys and like 4 girls or something like that. And then he just had another little baby. A lot of them people didn't come forth because they was protecting the kids too. Let's not forget about that, yo.
Yeah. And now poor Cassie's child have to see that forever on the internet, because they say once it's on the internet, it's gonna be there forever. So now her husband got to see that, her kid got to see that. It's horrible.
But I feel bad for Cassie. But at the time when she was with him, she wasn't complaining. You know what I'm saying? Not to make it sound like it's all right for him to put his hands on her, but the things the sexual things that they was doing to her, she didn't complain about it, yo. It was like she was taking hush money. I don't know if he was paying her or what, or if she was in love with him or not, but she was with him a while. They was doing that for a long time before we heard about it. Why she never came forth?
I heard she was afraid.
Yeah, but I
just find it personally difficult to believe that Puffy is like this serial killer type. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Serial the leader type of person that's striking fear and all of these. I think he has.
It wasn't Puffy as the people he was rolling with, bro. It was the people he was rolling with.
That hard to believe. I don't understand.
Yeah,
you see how much hate and malice he had in him when he was kicking Cassie's butt?
No, I'm saying with women, but just like out in the streets.
Puffy. Hey, bro, let me. I
could be wrong.
Yeah, Puffy had connections, bro. Like I said, it wasn't him doing everything, but it was the people he was rolling with, like his bodyguard Wolf. His man Wolf was a straight. He was one of those dudes, yo. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? And Puffy, I mean, he had another dude, Riz. All them dudes was official on the street, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, drop of a dime, they'd put you under. You know what I'm saying? And that was his goons. That's who he's rolling with. So of course, if you got people like that that's willing to take people out for you, you know, you're gonna feel like you're the man. You're gonna feel like you're so powerful. You're gonna want to do anything you can and say anything you can to people because you know they got your back. And that's how Puffy was. You know what I'm saying? He know he had the team that'll delete somebody if they had to.
Yeah, you're right about that. Well, you know what? Maybe I could be wrong.
I mean, it's what the news, but I mean, I feel what you're saying, but you got to also remember, you're not going to know everything that goes on. You're just going to know what the people tell you. You're not going to know the inside and the outside, but if you put 2 and 2 together and see who the man was rolling with, I mean, these dudes went against one of the biggest groups in the world at BMF Crew. His man went against them. So you know he had to have status. You know what I'm saying?
Wolf was responsible for kicking off the war between.
Exactly. So you know he got some type of status, and that was Puffy main hitter. You know what I'm saying? That was Puffy main hitter, bro.
But I got a quick question. I just want to know is that with all of the evil that this man has done, he just has no shortage of participants for some reason. That's the only thing that baffles me.
I believe
they on his payroll.
Right. That money brought him power, yo. That money, everybody wanted a piece of that money. Everybody wanted some, like they doing now. Everybody see him on his downfall.
I remember watching Surviving R. Kelly, right? When the chick that he was with, Kitty, who was the DJ from Dallas, when she said she participated in acts with the underage girl. Oh yeah, he for 33 years old. What is he forcing you to do? When this man is extremely famous, like if anything happens to you, it's going to tie right back to. It's going to tie right back to. All right, it's some people that's super famous. They can't get out here and just be moving like somebody dressed in all black on the block or moving on the street knocking people down. No, it's going to be tied. It's going to be tied directly, and he's going to lose everything that he has. And that's why. That's why I was trying to know. You participated in those acts because of the money, because of you wanted to be involved, and you knew better. You was 33 years old.
What's the age difference between Cassie and Diddy? Anybody knows?
Cassie is like in her late 30s, and Diddy is like 50 something.
Okay, so that's like a 20-year difference. So you mean
30s?
Yeah, she's way younger than him. That's like a 20-year difference. You mean nobody stood up for her and was like, "Yo, what you doing with the skirt?" You know what I'm saying? This man that could be your dad, and nobody told her that. Of course, she was with him for the money, bro. And what comes along with that, Puffy was controlling her. You know what I'm saying? He knows that she needed him for the career because she was trying to come out. She was signed to Bad Boy. She was trying to come out, so she was messing with him for the career and for the money. And when Puffy knew that, so that's where his control came in from. That's where he controlled her from because he figured she needed him. He didn't need her. She needed him.
Yeah, Cassie is 37 years old. I just looked it up.
See what I'm saying?
And Diddy is I
thought she was 27. Damn.
How?
Nah, she's not that young.
I thought she was 27.
Statutory grape.
Yeah, word. She wasn't that young. He'd have been under for that. But you know what I'm saying? You mean nobody told her when like that? Basically, that was her sugar daddy. Basically,
practically.
Basically, that's her sugar daddy.
She had a relationship with Ryan that she left to be with.
Exactly.
So, like,
how was that a sugar daddy?
Because Puffy was like way older than her, buying her things, doing things with her, buying dudes for her and stuff like that, and she never complained once.
I mean, Puffy in his early 50s, she in her 30s. I don't think that's a sugar daddy.
No, but we talk about now. We talk about now. Back in the days when she was like 19 or something like that. She's 37 now, but she was messing with him like 10, 15 years ago, bro.
Okay, I'll just say this real quick.
I never knew that. Thanks for telling me.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
I'll just say this really quickly. If it's not sugar daddy, it's women, it's hypergamy.
Yep.
She looked at somebody that was of a much bigger status than her boyfriend that she was with,
and older.
She felt that he can do more for her, and that's the decision that she chose to make to be with this man. I believe that when she saw the type of monster that he was in relationships, I believe part of it too was she compromised because she became accustomed to the opportunities and the resources that he was able to provide within that relationship. And that happens a lot because when you're a low life and you got money, it is no moral integrity. Money out trumps morals.
Yep.
America every day. America
yes, it does.
America was not built on morals. America was built off of deletions, mass deletions, slave labor, lies, manipulation, and money that came from that. The only reason why this morality is pushed out there is to keep the poor people in line. That's it.
All right, let's just get off of Diddy for a minute because I want to just play another breaking news that Blue sent me. I think you guys saw it already, but let's play it again, and I want your take on it. Ready?
Thank you very much. That's where I like those teeth. I want to find out where you did. I got to get my teeth like that. I want that to happen. Here as well as rapper Chef G. Does everybody know Chef? Where is Chef G? Where is he? Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
President Trump. Oh, man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. That's where I like those teeth. I want to find.
All right. So I need to get everybody's take on that. Let's start with H&M this time. What do you think about that clip?
It's pretty obvious he's only doing that just to get supporters so he can get voted again this year or whenever. Oh man, it's pretty obvious that's the only reason he's doing this.
Of course, he don't know no darn Sleepy Hollow. I don't even know them.
I don't know who the hell they are. Shoot,
They New York rappers. They New York drill rappers.
Right. So Trump know good and well he don't know who that is. Like, yeah,
It's a political move. They do that. The same
exactly.
thing. Same thing Biden did. You know what I'm saying? When he gaslighted and told everybody if they don't vote for him, they're not a certain color. You know what I'm saying? It's a political move that they pull to, you know what I'm saying, the gain voters. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, real quick.
When he was saying this to Cardi B.
Didn't Biden buy a black family chicken or something like that?
Yeah, I mean that's all. That's all. They know the black vote is the most important vote. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have the people behind you, you can do more things. You know what I'm saying? They know that. So all of that preaching to the black people and all that to get votes and doing this for black people. It's all political. It's all political.
Right. So it's all political. So y'all not buying it? Rakim, you buying it?
Nope. Sorry.
I'm pro Trump. I'm down for Trump. I you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have Trump in the office than Biden because you know what I'm saying. My experience is Biden brought nothing but war and terror to this country since he been president. Yo, we would.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. Go ahead. I want to hear Rakim after. Okay, go ahead, Mel, and then Rakim.
Yeah, Trump already said. Trump's already getting my vote. So
I'm pro Trump. I'm pro Trump.
Exactly. New York for Trump, baby.
Word up.
All right, go ahead, Rakim. What's your take on it?
Here's the thing. It's a lot of ways we gotta look at this to fully understand this. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. In my personal opinion, this is no different. See, these political parties watch YouTube, they watch social media, and they listen into what people are saying because this is the new media today. They still need the black vote. They plan on doing nothing for black people. They historically haven't done anything for black people. But black people is a solid voting block. We've kept the Democratic Party afloat for a very long time. They don't do this with any other group. They don't do this with Latin groups. They don't do this with Asian groups or anything out there. They actually work out some type of policies that they can award those people for their vote. This is no different than when Biden did the get your booties to the polls, interviewing Cardi B. Different like this. This go to show you how bigoted.
Same thing that Barack did with the LGBTQ people. He gave them so many free things and so many advances that they voted for him. You know what I'm saying? He did so much for that community that they voted for him. It's all political, bro.
Yeah, and here's the thing. For you to understand the political landscape, you have to know does anybody know what benign neglect means?
No.
Nah, explain it.
Benign neglect is a practice that's been used against black people for a very long time. And benign neglect means that insinuate that you may do something for them, but don't promise them anything. That's
Yeah,
why
that's
emails that
politicians. All politicians do that, bro. All of them.
That's politics for you.
Yeah,
they do that with black people majority of the times. They
yeah,
don't offer anything for black people. A lot
You
of
know-
these other
It's
groups,
really offer none
get-
for people of lower class. Period. I mean, everybody should is especially lower class, so lower middle class. So
well, I'm talking about people in the inner city, the black people that majority vote for these people. It's true that does happen across the board, but it happens. It's more effective with us usually because we're the ones that's in these inner cities a lot of the times. So that means that when you look when it got out what Biden was saying to these black sellouts in the when that conversation leaked, when he said y'all better learn to get along with the Hispanics because they're gonna outnumber y'all in a few years.
yeah, that's why they bring them all in. That's why they bringing all the migrants in. They want them to outnumber.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that. I was gonna say
That explains
biggest thing that
immigration.
I'm
Yep.
against.
Yup.
The biggest
Yep.
thing that I'm against is that the migrants. I'm against that.
yeah,
If I may
you
say
got
one more
African
thing,
migrants also too.
you gotta remember too, the only reason that they're getting scared right now, see, they're playing this for the long game. See, right now they know it's a strong possibility they may not, they're not going to get in office. But Trump is only going to be there for 4 years. But what they're doing is they're setting it up so they can win in the future. Because in the future, the political landscape is going to be different because they may not need the black vote due to the fact
Right.
that all people in. Now,
Right.
what's going on with
What
this
type of black
situation?
vote you talking about? Because remember, they got African immigrants in here also too.
You see,
Not just the Spanish, they got the Africans.
that's why I
They're
always
not
say
the
that
majority. They're not
they
the
say-
majority.
they say that, but we are the majority. The black people are the people of color is the majority, bro.
No, but see, here's the thing. But here's the thing. I see where you're going with that, Clyde. Clyde. But everyone is against black folks. Like,
yeah, that's
no
the
one is
media.
gonna side.
We need black Americans.
Huh?
That's the
We need black Americans.
Black Americans. No one
Right,
is siding with
right.
black Americans. People are going to align with who they think fits their best interest, and that's white folks. That's why we hear a lot of these other minorities that supposedly people of color regurgitating white supremacist Republican talking points, saying that we're being victims. We're not working hard. How the hell we not working hard and we're the ones that built the damn country? That narrative didn't start until we stopped working for free.
But you see who they focus, who politicians focus on all the time, the lower class and the people of color. That's their focus because they feel that they already got the whites in their pocket.
Here's the problem with that. Here's where they realize they messed up at, right? When they're bringing a lot of people from South America and different things like this, they already have a white supremacist ideology based off of Spanish colonization.
Yep.
So some of them want to identify with the whites. So
Yep.
they have morals in a moral standard because they haven't been as affected as by feminism that we have here in the States because the United States pushed this feminism crap. So
that was the Biden era.
yeah,
That's
the men still run their household, so they're going to side more with Republican, which is why the Hispanic vote is split 50-50. So they thought to themselves like, oh crap, we still need the black vote. So now we got to act like, keep pandering to the black vote when they'll never ask a straight question. What you going to do for black people? What did Kamala Harris say when they asked her, what are you going to do for black people? Oh, we're not going to do anything necessarily just for black people, but you need black people to keep getting you in here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's your name, fam?
For everybody else, the Asians got a hate crime bill passed after they turned around and staged a lot of these different robberies and assaults to be able to be perpetuated in the media to make black people the scapegoat, even though the whites was attacking them 10 times as much, setting them on fire, mass shootings in massage parlors and everything else to be able to get their bill passed. But it's no hate crime bill from us. So I don't want to be long-winded, but it's a lot of stuff you really have to look into. And the problem with us as black people, not only do we not know ourselves, but we don't know these other groups and how these people move. That's why we keep falling for the okie doke. And that's why we believe the false narratives about ourselves from these other people. I've been around a lot of these other people. These people are special.
You from the nation, yo?
No, I'm not from the nation.
All right.
But a lot of the times it's a lot of underhanded stuff that goes on with these other groups where they're able to get loans over us. They're able to get all. They're not playing the game fair, but they'll sit here and lie to us like they're playing the game fair. You see what I'm saying? None of them playing the game fair, but they put the rules on us to play it fair. So I just want us to keep that in mind.
Well, Rakim, how do you feel? How do you feel about Trump? You see, we got some fans on this panel. They love Trump. How do you feel about him?
Me personally, I don't think Trump is not much different from anybody else. Is he racist? Possibly. Is he a closeted racist? Possibly. But I don't care if he's racist or not. What the hell is for me, and give what type of tangibles are you giving for my people?
You know what? I never understood, because people say, well, when Biden was here, he didn't do anything for us. What president did? I'll wait. What president cared about black folk?
But actually, Trump did. The black jobs did increase when Trump was president. You know, if you do statistics on that, he did more for black people than any other president as far as making them work, as far as giving them jobs. Trump did the most. Statistically,
because of our Democratic black women and stuff like that. Most of us have voted Democrat based on black women.
I'm not Democrat. I'm independent. I'm nothing.
Yeah.
I don't believe any of these presidents. None of them.
But you see what happened now. Like I said, most men starting to think more for themselves now, and started like, you know what? I want to focus on my best interests. I'm not gonna base my hatred towards Trump based upon my women so much. So like, just think more for myself. And here's what it is. Like I said, we should always be like, you know, the Jews. They vote their interest for their people, no matter what side they on. They take a little here, take a little there, but at the end of the day, they feeding their people. That's what they care about.
I mean, why our country got to get these elderly white men to run a country, 80-year-old men to run a country. Why can't they get like a 40-year-old, somebody young and who can actually run the country?
Well, you got to be in politics for a certain amount of years to get that status like that. You know, you can't just come up there next year and be president. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in the game for a minute.
I understand that, but there's some young, like Cory Booker, for example. I love Cory Booker because he's young and he can get things done. You know, if he was president,
they need
somebody like that.
Yeah, and is Cory Booker married?
Huh?
Is he married?
Oh, I'm not sure. Is he married?
That's another thing too. Yeah, you have to have a first lady.
Ain't that the dude that was dating Rosario Dawson? I know she was dating a politician too. I think that's the dude, Cory Booker. Let me look it up.
He's just like, you know.
I know that's the light skinned boyheaded dude, right?
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson. Yeah. I don't know if they still together or they broke up.
Yeah, but
a lot of that has to do, like he said, with them being married, because the president is supposed to be like the representative of the people, the representative. So, you know, he has to have his things together. Like his family got to be in order. His wife got to be, everything got to be in order. You know what I'm saying? You got to be rich. You got to have. You got
to be rich, yeah.
But ain't Joe Biden's son a drug head?
Exactly. I want to say they
I don't know about the main family. Just you got to have a wife. You can't run for president unless you're married.
You gotta have a good family structure too. Though. Like Trump's family is from yes,
really.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
You gotta fool the people. You gotta fool the
bro. Do y'all know who Trump is? Who Trump's uncle and dad is and stuff like that? What they did for this country? Do y'all know?
Proven multiple times.
Nope. Do tell.
Family structure. Like we said, Trump don't really have a good family structure. He could fool the people. Biden, we already know about Biden's family's mess, but he fooled the people that he got a good family, well, so-called good family structure. But the main part is you still have to have a wife.
And then our vice president, I don't even remember what she looks like. I don't see her anywhere.
Hey, they just got her because of her complexion. They just put her in the office because of her complexion to get the black vote, yo.
I know, but she don't even claim black.
Exactly. It's a fool the people. They fool the people.
I'm so surprised she used to date Montel Williams. I'm like,
Did she?
Really? Damn.
Somebody, she used to date somebody else too.
Oh, man, what, early 2090.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Montel Williams. Yep, that came out. She used to date Montel Williams. Yep.
Yep, it was her.
Yep.
The chick at some
Yep.
red carpet event. I'm
Montel
like,
Williams.
Yep.
That's
That
the talk show host.
Yep. She used to. Yo, he's a billionaire. Whether you know it or not, Montel is paid, bro.
I know he had he was sick, right? Did he have like lupus or something? Yeah, something. I forgot what.
I know he got his own cable network. He's paid, yo.
he said himself, like marijuana killed his
Yeah, something.
And I didn't know.
Yeah, but that's right. She did used to date him, yo. She did.
That.
I didn't know his cousins. Corey Booker, his cousins RuPaul.
RuPaul.
Okay. He had multiple.
Multiple sclerosis. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why he took marijuana. Like, you know, he is help his
MS. Yep.
Yep.
I do believe.
They're not dating no more. Yeah, no.
Me personally, I believe that Trump is a better vote for the people, though.
No, he not.
I mean, not me personally. You know what I'm saying? I just feel that
right now. So it's like, you know what? I don't want Biden. You know,
ever since Biden was president, we've been under
Trump presidency. So shoot.
Ever since Biden was president, we had nothing but wars and suffering, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention immigration.
Right?
All the presidents.
Not Trump though. We didn't have no war with Trump at all.
That's what pissed a lot of people off, man. We had no wars. People make money on wars, and
they get billions.
It's on the way to get countries to own us money like they're supposed to.
Yep.
Like China or whatever, yeah, like like shit. This time you supposed to own us money.
Yep. You know what got a lot of people against Trump, and they did it early because they had a lot of these rappers singing these Trump songs, and like a lot of people started following that without even knowing about the politics behind it. You know what I'm saying? They fooled a lot of people. You know, they paid off a lot of rappers to say F Trump to have the people saying that, and they didn't even know about Trump politics. Everybody
that was down for Trump years ago and everything. Now they want to turn against him and shit.
Right. That's money. That's money. Everybody was on Trump's side when he had that show, The Apprentice. All celebrities wanted to be on The Apprentice. Every celebrity wanted to be on The Apprentice until Trump. Huh?
But isn't Trump a criminal?
They all criminals. All of them. They all do dirty politics. They all do dirty politics. They even try to link Trump up with Epstein. You know what I'm saying? They all do that dirty stuff to get the people votes. That's all it's about.
I want to leave.
Unfortunately, he's still able to run because they didn't put a federal charge on those records. Yeah, because if he did, he would not be able to run.
Exactly.
Yeah, yep. He still got a second term. So yeah, this is his last term. So he's going to go for it.
What happened to Kanye West trying to be president, bro?
Oh my God.
That ain't gonna happen.
He might have been the best choice. Word up.
In the party.
I think I'd be a better president.
Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to go to my door real quick. But and another thing too, all of it is part of like political gain. If you look at the practices of some of these black politicians, they get paid to talk down on black people.
Yep.
Because the thing is, black people have always been America's scapegoat to conceal all of their wrongdoings while they're hiding behind us and keeping people distracted with us. That's why we've always been painted as the demonic type of people, that all of these crimes that's being committed and everything like that, when they're doing 10, 20 times worse, and the majority of us are not the ones committing crimes. If you look Sowens.
They program us. They program the people to think that blacks only do crime. If you look at the news, they always say the black man did this, the black man did this. But when it's a white man that does a crime, they never say his color. You know what I'm saying? They just say.
A lot of the times they're reluctant to even report on the mass shootings, man. Only
exactly.
It's just so big that they can't. Like, and listen, what we're dealing with right now is important for us to understand. We're dealing with like I say, the way that this country was built, this country, even poor white people, black people was was used as a scapegoat to be underneath them to keep them pacified with being poor. You know, they got more benefits, and they told, like it's a Lyndon B. Johnson quote when he says that if you make the poorest white man believe that he's better than the black man, practically give you the money out of his pocket.
And do you know that there's more poor white people than it is poor black people? You know what I'm saying? The trailer park people is way more than it is poor black people, yo.
Yeah, but see, that's because of the fact that it's a lot more of them than it is of us. But at the same time as well, you're seeing more anti-black racism because white people feel like they losing the country. They feel like with the opioid epidemic, their numbers are they're not producing as much. And you have to be very aware because there's going to be more mass shootings. There's going to be more whites that feel like it's black people's fault, even though all of these other groups are the ones that's coming in here. They've been programmed to, hate black people because of our history in this country. So we saw what happened with Buffalo. We saw what happened with in North Carolina with Dylan Roof. We saw what happened down there in Florida when the dude killed the people deleted the people at the Walmart.
Right.
Not the Walmart, the Family Dollar, after he was trying to get into a black college and couldn't get in there. So he settled for deleting the people at the Family Dollar. We need to know this stuff. And I don't want to make it seem like because when people don't understand certain things or they haven't done their due diligence, the first thing, oh man, you're getting too deep. You're going into that third eye. No, this stuff is serious. A lot of people tend to forget, who we are in this country. And I'm not on no spiritual, super powerful, none of that.
That's why I thought you was from the nation, because you talk with knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? That's why I thought you was from the nation. But like you said, a lot of these race mixing too is they fear that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you mix a black child with a white child, a black woman or when you mix races like that, the child automatically becomes black. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
the child,
based off of the one drop rule here in this country, yes.
So they fear that.
But you can mix. You can mix, and then 3 generations, your child ain't black at all.
Yeah, true. So
it depends.
It's deep. It's deep. It's deep.
The only thing I say with us as a group: make sure you arm, make sure you're aware, and make sure you paying close attention on all fronts.
Right.
That's not even on no spiritual, nothing like that. Is that it can happen to anybody. All you got to do is come across the wrong one that feel like, hey, I may want to take a black person out today. Hell, even black people have been trained to be anti-black.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm saying.
Word, peace, word. Everybody got quiet.
I was on mute the whole time. I said there's a lot of anti-black people who do not like being black.
Yes.
I see it all the time in the space. The way people talk about, like the women talk about black men like dogs, calling them dusties and abusers.
I believe we the chosen people. We the chosen people because there's so many people that hate this complexion. You know what I'm saying? They hate just like they hated Christ. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a reason. If we all unite and come together, there's nothing that can stop us, bro.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Yep.
There's too many people.
Everybody was so happy. What was that? That time when the black people stuck together and they were swimming in the water together.
What?
That thing that happened that thing that happened last year.
Something happened last year.
Oh, the Alabama, yes.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? Fill me in on that. What happened?
The white people try to beat up the
Cassie.
Oh yeah, that boat thing. Oh yeah.
Came and jumped in like the Avengers. Someone threw a chair.
That's what they fear, They fear the unity, That's why they keep us separated with political stuff. They keep us separated with money. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a separation because once we find our unity, they fear that,
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing you got to remember too. everybody wants to be on the winning team. Nobody, and when you understand that, you're able to understand these people a little bit
Right.
better. Everybody wants to be on the winning team. Nobody wants to have to fight a battle, really. And all of these groups are trying to, all of these other minority groups are trying to aspire to whiteness. You
Mm-hmm.
have certain women within our community that's trying to aspire to whiteness. You have certain men that's trying to aspire to whiteness because whiteness is looked at as the
Pure.
no, just like all of the resources and the opportunities and everything else, and that's the way people have been brainwashed. Hell, even in Brazil, where it's mixed, or in some of these Latin countries, they still aspire to whiteness.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know,
That
you have to, you know, you
that
just
was
have to know how people.
that's systematically brought on us from when we was young. Because even when you was younger, it always was like the light skinned black person is better than the dark skinned black. You know what I'm saying? They put us against us from when we was babies, yo.
Well,
Nobody wanted to be the African booty scratcher. You know, nobody wanted that. You know what I'm saying?
and because it's like you gotta think about what a lot of this, because people don't think about the psychological aspect of this, of a lot of stuff. They don't think about what happens or what transpires, or even if ignorance is passed down generation to generation, how that psychologically affects people
Yep.
mindset and how they think. So once you understand how people think, bruh, it ain't nothing but it ain't a walk in the park, but you're able to avoid a lot of.
You're able to see a lot of the BS too. You can see through the past BS. Just like how I say this guy Biden, he tricked people with that. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fell for that, yo, and
Well,
that's technology to the fullest.
what was more offensive to me is the fact that you interviewed Cardi B and you put out a ad saying "Get your booty to the polls." Like some degenerate
Wow,
is just
wow,
gonna vote for you based off of a hip hop jingle, and then
yep.
you turned around and you use the Bati boy. What's his name? What's that dude name? Santana something. Uh,
I know you're talking
Flavor
about.
Santana or something like
I
that.
know you're talking about that.
Turning around and
Yeah,
use him and saying no voting, no no don't vote, you ain't gonna get this, don't vote, you ain't gonna, or whatever.
but that's
So
a political
they
move.
make it a mockery.
They,
That's a mockery, bro. Because they would, you notice that they ain't come at no other group like that but
yeah.
us.
It's like I said, it's a political move because right now Trump doing the same thing in the Bronx with Chef G and
Exactly.
them. You know what I'm saying?
They
He
hear
put
the cries, they hear the outcries, they hear that a lot of people saying that they no longer voting for the Democratic Party, and they're using the same tactics that was used over there. It's no
yup,
different.
yup, yup. Just like you right at that. They know how to get the black vote because they come at us with like when Trump freed Kodak Black and you know they do a lot of little tactics like that to have you on their side, though. It's all
Yeah,
evil.
they look at us as buffoons, bro. A
Yup,
lot of they look at us as buffoons. But if we were smart enough, we'll use the fact that they look at us as buffoons and completely catch them off guard using our intelligence. But we know a lot of us is not that bright. What's one of them laws in the 48 laws of power? Play a sucker to catch a sucker.
yup, yup.
But we don't think that far into a lot of things, man. And then some people, you know, and I'm sorry, Melanie, because I don't mean to go on a tangent or be long winded or anything
No,
like
you good. Go ahead.
that. But some people, you gotta, like I say, not just from a psychological perspective, but you gotta understand that some people don't have the mental capacity, and it's too overwhelming for them to even think about a lot of this stuff. So they
Yup.
rather drown it out with entertainment. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to know about it
Mhm.
until they're forced to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's you got to know it's a lot of people like that. And then there's some people that just don't care. Then you got some black people that they know they can't exploit other groups because they black. So they can't go over there and try to exploit the Asians. They can't go over there and try to exploit white people. So they try to exploit their own.
Yup.
You know, and they try to use the same tactics that these other groups use against us, so they can be on that level as well. So it's people
Stuff
like that.
stuff like that been going on from the beginning of time with the house in the field Negro. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, you got it. It's a lot, man. And, you know, some people they say, oh, it's just YouTube. It's just YouTube, but YouTube is the place where people are the most honest without receiving any type of consequences. So I don't, you know, people here can be as honest as they want to be without having to, you know, fake the funk because it's consequences, whether hands being put on you or losing your job or different things like that. So they can be as honest as they want to be behind the avatar and a false name. So that's people are listening to a lot of this.
Word. Yeah, awareness is the key. Awareness is the key of anything. You got to know what's going on in order, you know what I'm saying, to be up on the game, bro. If you don't know what's going on and you lost, you stuck.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, like I say, like as far as the Diddy situation, his reputation is shot. Nobody's doing business with Diddy, at least at this particular time. You know, he got exposed for what he did, but do I think he's going to fall under? I highly doubt it. Man's worth 800 million. He's built the empire. If anything, Diddy will pull a Russell Simmons and go to
Bali, right?
Bali or
country. Yeah.
And if they had something on him right now,
he'd have been gone already.
He could have been gone already.
Yeah.
He would have been gone already. And see, a lot of people was able to see this political climate on where it shifted to, like as far as with the Me Too movement and stuff like that. Because it may have been dudes that was doing stuff devious, but they were like, okay, I was on some devious stuff. I'm probably a low life. But she was with it. But now that it's money that's involved, the people that was once with it, like they like, oh, I can reverse that and get some money off of that. So I'm going to throw you under the bus and try to paint you out to be. Not saying this is not with Diddy. I'm just saying with a lot of these other entertainers like Russell Simmons and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see that they're now about to be thrown under the bus or be used as a scapegoat and say, oh, these men abused their power. They was this, they was that. And you were just a fluke that was along for the ride because you thought it was going to get you somewhere.
Let me ask y'all a question.
They can lick their finger and then they can they can feel the direction that the wind is blowing. And now a lot of them dudes are out of here. So
whatever happened to Diddy and that Ciroc thing? What's going on with that?
That's where it kind of started right there. He was trying to he wanted to get his own liquor through I think through them or something like that. Yeah, and let's just say he tried to do what Bill Cosby did.
He tried to own the company or something like that.
Or own a piece of it. And that was the biggest mistake right there. It's like
they got mad at him.
Exactly. He should have known his place. Like shut, like.
So that's where all the negative stuff started happening to Diddy when he said, "Oh, they pulled the Bill Cosby on him there."
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Diddy's always been a fucked up like crazy and shit.
Of course, he been stealing his artist poem.
He's been a narcissistic fool all his life and everything, but this is one of the moves that he
brought him down.
Take his book, stay low.
Wow,
build your own or just invest. Jay-Z learning from the Russians and whatever. Like fuck you, like you don't want to take over like that. If he gonna create something, he wants a liquor, he creates his own.
But you notice how Jay-Z been quiet though. You haven't really heard from him, right?
Exactly. There's no best move he doing.
I heard his dirt on him too.
You want a black liquor company? He should create his own. So like this, you try to buy a piece of something that's already built and force his way and get mad about it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like no.
All right, let's go to the last topic because I have one more topic. So I'm sure you guys all heard by now that Cassie came out. She finally came out and spoke what she needed to speak. You guys want to hear that?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Let me see. I thought I sent it to myself. I can't stand this.
What do you think about the government paid this research agency? I think college research to bring down red pillars online now. I've been preaching this video about it here.
Can all this possibly be a distraction from something bigger? You know, they got everybody focused on entertainment. Can this be a distraction from something bigger that's happening in the world?
Well, absolutely. I mean, Grant Cardone said that rent of an apartment is going to be 10 times more within the next 10 years than what it is now.
I think people not focusing on the problems. We focusing on Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole world is focused.
Take Grant Cardone's word. He's the biggest trick.
Yeah, you're right about that, Mel. I'm just
exactly. You notice some of his videos how he be trying to put down average man with we ain't working hard enough for our women and everything. Like like this fucking trickology right there. Like, come on, no.
And, what it is, man, I just think majority of people are looking for some type of escapism. Like I say, it's hard dealing with a lot of this stuff day in, day out. And some people are just looking for some escapism. So
a lot of
they pass laws in New York now about come to housing and everything, especially with the brokerage fees and everything, because they're trying to stop raising the rent to a certain amount too high now. It's getting ridiculous. Like, the rate of pay is not going up, but we're raising the prices on house rent or to move in or whatever. Like, it's crazy.
Wow.
Well, here's my take on that. What you were saying, Mel. The American dream is a scam, man. It's a scam. It's been a scam. Yeah. A lot of people have fallen for it, but in order to make a scam work, you gotta what? You gotta make certain people successful so people can think that it works.
And, ever since the industrial market changed years ago, grandfather's age and everything, that's when the whole change was going down. People was able to afford houses back then, but
I wonder if Killer's listening, but here's because me and Killer, we all come from the Midwest, and between places like Cleveland, Chicago, and Detroit, you'll run past. It's like a rust belt. You'll run past a lot of factory jobs and stuff like that. A lot of old abandoned factories, especially in Cleveland, and like they've outsourced all those jobs overseas.
Yep.
The only difference between the Republicans and the Democrats is the Democrats want to bring the people over here to work the jobs, and the Republicans just want to outsource them. But neither one of them are for the people. They not, So.
Do you know the history on Republican and Democrats? Like, do you know who started the Democratic Party?
No, I don't.
Actually, the KKK did.
The Dixiecrats. You're right.
Yep. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep in mind that was brought on some hateful for us. You know what I'm saying? And now they reversed it. They switched it, but it's still under the same regimen. You gotta be careful with that. That regime is real tricky, yo. It's real tricky.
I'll just say this real quick, Clyde, because I know Melanie wants to play the video. It's so tricky that some of these racist Republicans that you will see, as you look into their background, you'll find out that their grandfather was a Dixie.
Exactly, yo. Yep. Like Bill Duke. Yep. Exactly.
It's so funny. Black people used to be Republicans.
Yeah, it used to be the Black Republicans. You're right. Right. Over the years, they switched and reversed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we switched up things. They use our women against us. The welfare system, all that.
Yeah, politics is tricky. It's real tricky, man. But me personally, anybody that's for my people, I'm down with them. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that I see helping my people out is a plus. As far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to play this video. I believe this is it. So I'm real tired, y'all. After this, I'm going to close down. But I'm going to play this.
I'm going to try to stop staying up late at night, too.
Yeah, same here. Fair use.
Tonight, Cassie Ventura speaking out for the first time since disturbing security camera footage surfaced, showing ex-boyfriend Sean Diddy Combs violently assaulting her. The singer writing on Instagram, "Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I could become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past." The surveillance footage, which was obtained by CNN and published on Friday, shows Combs chasing Ventura in the hallway of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016, grabbing her by the neck and throwing her to the ground. Ventura sued Combs in November, alleging the rapper raped and physically assaulted her, including kicking, punching, and beating her over the course of their relationship. The lawsuit was settled the day after, and the terms have not been disclosed. In her post, Ventura also writing, "My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time," adding, "I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear."
I'm so sorry.
After the surveillance video surfaced, Diddy issuing this apology.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
The rapper facing a string of physical and sexual abuse lawsuits that have been filed over the last several months. The latest filed Tuesday in federal court by model Crystal McKinney, who alleges she was attacked at Diddy's studio in 2003 when she was just 23. According to the lawsuit, the two first met at the upscale restaurant Cipriani in New York, where Diddy told McKinney that she would make it big one day before inviting her back to his recording studio. At the studio, according to the claim, McKinney was handed a joint laced with a narcotic or other intoxicating substance and then forced to perform a sex act on Combs. Representatives for Combs have not responded to NBC News' request for comment. He has previously denied all allegations of abuse and wrongdoing. Diddy is also the subject of a criminal federal investigation, with agents raiding his Miami and LA homes in March, a search his attorneys called a gross overuse of military-level force.
And Chloe Malas joins us now in studio. Chloe, this is not at all the first lawsuit we have seen filed against Diddy. There's been quite a few so far, at least 6, I think. Do you expect more lawsuits to be filed against him?
No, it's hard to say. Crystal McKinney says in this federal civil suit that she felt empowered to come forward after seeing that surveillance footage of Sean Diddy Combs brutally assaulting Cassie back in 2016, his then girlfriend, at a hotel in Los Angeles. I mean, this, if you look at precedent, right? If you look at the Me Too movement, if you wanted to compare the two, there were strength in numbers, and women, there was a chorus of women and even men, like against people like Kevin Spacey, who said that they felt empowered to speak out when they saw others speak out before them. It's scary to come out and file a lawsuit, especially against someone as powerful as Sean Combs. He was named a billionaire last year. He has been a massive figure in music, as a singer and a performer, helping jumpstart the careers of so many individuals, and this record executive. So again, we could see other civil suits, but the big question is what is going on with this federal investigation when we saw his homes being raided? Will he be indicted on a federal level? Because I just want to reiterate that he has not been charged with anything criminally.
NBC's Chloe Malas, thank you.
All right. So thoughts on that?
I got one big thing to say about that. It's like you see Cassie in the we know the abuse was going on when she was smiling on the red carpet and all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand how a female could go through that and then still come out smiling. Was it the money and the fame blinding her or something like that?
You'd be surprised, but for some females, yeah, they let's say it this way, man. People can hide their pain easily. It's just like, you know, with Robert Williams, man, he was always smiling giggling so much, but he was in pain, which, you know, resulted to what he did to himself. So in the cases, you know, he might have forced her to smile like that, look for cameras out of fear. So we can't assume
that. I got 2 sisters. You know what I'm saying? And I seen how my mother was with them. If any man touch you or whatever, speak up. You know, I don't know. Maybe she wasn't raised right or something like that. But what if somebody hitting you, you speak up? Like, what was her upbringing like?
It depends how women are raised also too.
Yeah. Like, where was her father at? Like, she didn't run to her father and tell her father about Diddy?
Yeah, they don't have a strong support system like that behind their back. So it's like, yo, they have to do what they had to do to at least survive their encounter.
Did she put her career over her health? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have killed her. He could have knocked her up beside her head and then gave her a concussion and killed her. You know what I'm saying?
They delete it.
I mean, in fact, I keep forgetting. My bad. But like where was her? Where was her cousins, her brothers? Like, what was her family at? Yo, she didn't have nobody. Like, her best friend came out saying she knew about it. Like, why they didn't tell nobody? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that.
And see, that's the thing with me. And like I said, and just to see him with this fake apology, dude. The only reason you apologize because
you got caught. Yeah, I don't believe the apology.
I don't think it's no apology. I think he meant to do what he did. She probably made him upset. You shouldn't put your hands on a woman because you upset. But he meant what he did. The only reason he's apologizing because it took a blow to his
To me, that apology was more for the people. He didn't apologize to her. He didn't say her name not once in that apology. It's like he was apologizing to the people.
They signed the NDA. They can't speak on each other.
Wow. I don't know.
So, but at the same time, everything you said, I agree with as well, Clyde. I just like, even when it was women that was being abused that I knew when I was growing up or hearing about women being abused, it was always somebody that knew, and it was always somebody that said, what's going on with this? Or,
right.
that knew somebody that can be like, hey, no, we gonna go over here and we gonna look into this. It wasn't just that, oh, everyone's so afraid and it
got to be somebody with a backbone, yo. Somebody on her side that had a backbone.
Somebody was gonna check something, and it was gonna be either the worst was gonna happen, or that person was gonna leave you alone and not, put his hands on you. So I just don't believe that a person like they super scared that they just gonna show up and pretend everything is okay all the time.
Right, because she was in the spotlight as well. Like, all she had to do was say one thing, and they would have been investigated. She's in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
Diddy has a lot of money too to pay people to look the other way and shit. Also, too, in a way. I mean, he paid that security camera, the hotel, $50,000 to get a copy of that tape.
Yeah, but all she had to do on that red carpet, all she had to do on that red carpet was like, he hits me, and then that'd have been it. Everybody would have been focused.
She has to have the mental strength to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She probably wasn't strong enough for something, because all she had to do was say one word in front of the camera, and everybody would have focused on that, and then the whole thing could have been, could have been brought into the light. But like she
ended up like Kim Porter. So,
but at least people would have known, though. I mean,
that's a legend, Melody.
But Melody, what happened to Kim Porter is probably because she didn't say nothing. It's because Cassie and then didn't speak up. Because Kim Porter was alive when Cassie was dating him. Yeah. So because of them being quiet, allegedly, I don't know if Puppy has something to do with her death. Allegedly. But for Cassie not saying anything, if she would have said something, it could have possibly saved Kim if that was the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her being quiet.
I always say this. Think about a woman who's in a relationship with a big time crime lord. So powerful that he even got police connections, judge connections, and everything. And, as much as she chose to beat this dude, but know that she finally realized the negative side, how's she going to try to plan an escape from that dude when he has the power to even look and get her back if she tried?
But Puffy ain't no big time crime lord.
Yeah, he ain't no crime lord.
Puffy ain't a cartel person that's knocking people down left and right.
She could have did anonymous letter to the news, anything to put awareness.
It felt that way also too. I mean, he has more money than she did, and like I said, and we all remember that when she talked. What was that rapper that she tried to talk to? That almost blew up his car, whatever. Yeah, what was that?
Kid Cudi, yeah. Why he ain't never say nothing? Like, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, like shush.
That's crazy.
And remember too, it's not social media also too. That when they were there, social media was that big.
That's true. That's true too. That's a big part.
Yeah, like I always said it. The gatekeepers are dying. They can't cover up their shit no more. People come out in numbers. So I would say that's maybe a good thing about the Me Too movement. Now they can come out in numbers to speak up the way it is today. They wasn't able to do that years ago.
They have to know something about. They have to know something like Rick. He had to really put fear in them. Like they have to witness him do something, or you know what I'm saying, or something for them not to speak about that. Like he had some type of mind control power over them or something. Maybe it's drugs. I don't know.
You just said the drugs. You said the key thing right there. Think about a pimp who take advantage
Right.
of a runaway girl.
Right.
Girl
Yeah,
that's
the
running away,
market.
messed up and everything.
He
That's why
feeds
they
her
were gonna
drugs and
influence them the
feeds
way
her.
they is.
Yeah. You're right. That's exactly what he did. He kept her drugged out her mind and gave her and gave her gifts when he hit her and stuff. He bought her stuff and she got comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? She got comfortable with it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's that. I mean, I got daughters. I teach them. You know what I'm saying? If a man hit you or tell you do anything, you tell your dad. I'm gonna handle that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's just where was her parents at? Where? I got so many questions for her, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She's not. She doesn't have a support system to technically embedded that in her. That you know what, any happen to you, we got your back, no matter who it is, whatever. The whole neighborhood will have your back.
but even her friends wasn't at.
She did.
Her friends didn't have her back because her friends could have told her.
That means that's not her friends.
Yeah, true. But you know what? One of her very best friends is Lauren London. You know what I'm saying? Lauren London. I used to be married to Nipsey Hussle. You mean she never found out? She never knew nothing?
I don't think they might have been best friends the way you think they was. That's just all for show.
Nah, they claim that they was best friends, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They said that was one
back in the day or now.
when Nipsey was alive. You know what I'm saying? That's how Nipsey got cool with Puff too, through Lauren London and Cassie. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them industry dudes, they all do the same thing. So a lot of them was in on it too, bro. You know, it's deep, man.
It goes real deep.
Yes,
they might have been best friends, but might not be best friends when you think of that. That's just for show. After that, yeah, it's like she probably to see it when they talk together and then when parties, but when they go home, she go home to her husband. She Cat go home to Diddy, you know, Lauren go home to her husband. So it's like
yeah.
Friends for show on TV.
Yeah. A lot of them in that cult too. You know what I'm saying? They all in on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it came out on the news. It came out. That's why they have to disassociate themselves from it. But, you know, a lot of them already knew what time it was, yo.
Mm-hmm.
No.
He ain't coming back from this shit. It's crazy. It's done.
He might, yo. I'm telling you, the way this world working right now, he might, bro. He do something like save a little baby from a fire or something, the whole world could change. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Don't sleep, bro.
Come back with this shit. Yeah. Some mistakes you can't come back from, and in a situation like this where he did, and there's no history for doing crazy shit, and his artists and everything like crazy.
But Puffy he been stealing from his artists from the beginning of time, yo. He been like, you know what I'm saying? He
to make money. Continue to make a little more money if he can make businesses that doesn't show his face.
I got a quick question, y'all. When people saying like, "What's up with Jay-Z?" or Jay-Z laying low, I'm trying to figure out what do they want Jay-Z to say. Like, I'm like, I wasn't around for none of that, or like.
But see what they mean by that, because when Jay used to have them brunches and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he stopped doing that. Like, Puffy used to be at them brunches. Like, them two right there was tight, yo. They was like almost best friends.
So what do people expect for Jay-Z to say?
I mean, he didn't speak up at all. Like he's not saying anything. Like he should be on some, you know, I'm gonna have a talk with Puff or, you know, something. Bro, I mean, we give these people millions and millions of dollars. The people was the ones that put them in the pedestal that they are. You know what I'm saying? We the ones that give them power.
But like I said, you know, they all might look like they friends when they see on TV and everything, but they probably at the parties just to mingle and everything. But when they go home separate, they do their business at home and everything. They don't be calling. Not like Cassie called Beyonce in the middle of the night, like Puffy abused me and everything. Yeah. Like come and rescue and everything. No, like everything was kept in their own individual houses. When they meet at the party, she probably act a certain way.
Yeah, they phony. That's they phony. Yeah, you right. They be on that phony stuff.
Exactly.
You right.
But having closed doors, what happened? Like, shoot, that is it.
At the end of the day, they all actors and actresses. You know what I'm saying? They all this like I said. Like I'm thinking this is a distraction from something else that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They all could be paid actors and paid actresses putting it out there to get the people's minds off of what's really about to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Because it don't make no sense for a woman. Women I know, you know what I'm saying, that either that got hit by their dude or went through something, they gonna speak upon it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. It's just something funny about this, man.
Depending on what they feel that dude is, like shit, they try to outweigh the good that they did for them than the bad. But it's like there's nothing more you can do. I mean,
But let me ask you, Mel. Hey, Mel.
Hmm?
She
Which
put
now?
you, Mel. You the Mel. Look, oh, my fault. My fault. Yeah, the girl Mel. My fault.
Yeah.
Mel, let me ask you something. Coming from a woman perspective, if you know what I'm saying, if you was in a relationship and you know what I'm saying, you felt like you wasn't getting right or you got abused or something like that, like what would make you stay in that relationship still? Like what would it be love?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Would it be like love to keep you in there? Would it like what exactly? Would it be money? Was the money? I can't get it, yo. I can't grasp the concept.
To stay in that relationship, I wouldn't. So I can't answer that question. I wouldn't be dumb enough to stay in that. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, if he was a powerful man like Diddy, I might be afraid, especially with his track record. That's the thing that we're missing out on. The man has a track record, like that everybody been hearing about since the 90s. And you know this, Clyde. Clyde, you know this because
I hear you.
you actually been around these celebrities and stuff. Like, and I
I
know
hear
you
you.
personally, so I know. And let me ask you a question. Have you
Mm-hmm.
been hearing these rumors since the 90s?
For about him abusing, nah. About him being evil to people, yeah. But not. I've never heard anything about him hitting nobody or you know what I'm saying. It was always on some. Don't mess with him because you know what I'm saying. If you he's out for the money, like he'll have you broke and he'll take your publishing and stuff like that. I always heard that, but I never heard of him abusing anybody.
That's
you know
the
what I'm
same thing I heard. That's the same. I heard. That's the only thing I heard about him. I didn't know
saying?
about.
Like nobody ever came out saying that he hit them. Not even Kim Porter. Kim Porter, his wife, never came out saying that he abused her or nothing like that. But yet we know that he did because look how he took Albie Shaw's son, who she had with Kim Porter. Albie Shaw had a son with Kim Porter, and all of a sudden that child he don't claim Albie Shaw no more. He claimed Diddy as his father. So what's up with?
What about Albie Shore being in a coma?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like, is Diddy the devil for real? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why these people were so scared of him like that, yo.
And then Albie Shore was saying that he wanted to expose Diddy out of his mouth.
I'll put it this way. I don't know how a lot of other people move, but if you sending threats towards me, or you don't have to show me. Period.
Yeah,
you don't have to show me. Like, I'm not. I'm gonna.
Don't they realize that keeping it quiet, they was more in danger keeping it quiet than at least letting somebody know? Because he wasn't gonna do nothing to them. Once you tell somebody, oh, Diddy hitting me, he got to stay away from you now. Now they got an eye on him. But keeping it quiet, he could do more harm to you. You know what I'm saying? All she had to do was say something, and that would have brought awareness. People would have been like, all right, if I see her with a bruise on her arm, I know Diddy did it. Or you know what I'm saying? But by her not saying anything at all, we knew nothing.
Because a lot of this is hearsay. So if we talking about hearsay, just like I said on last night's stream, it was DJ Vlad said he interviewed. He said this on a podcast. He just did a podcast with Ari Spears called The Black Russian, and he said this on Math Hopper's on his barbershop show, where he said that he spoke with the bodyguard of Diddy, and that bodyguard,
what was his name? Glenn, right? Glenn, right?
Huh?
His name was Glenn, right?
No, not I can't remember his exact name. But he said that they will put hands on each other. Sometimes Cassie would attack Diddy, and sometimes he will attack her. Like so that's not like, and then he said something about that Cassie was trying to get pregnant by Diddy, and she wanted to get pregnant and have Diddy's child, and he didn't want that.
That's a money grab.
There's a lot of dynamics in this relationship that a lot of us may never know about, because the image out there is a narrative that is to be painted, and when the person wants to make the other person look bad, they're not going to tell you everything that was involved in that relationship that may make them look bad in a negative light. I get it. Diddy is a low life. He did horrible business. He tanked a lot of people's careers, but I don't know if he was this super evil monster that everybody said he was.
Right. Right.
He's a low life for doing that. He should be arrested for doing that and serve his time for that. But outside of that, he didn't already gave the money. His reputation is tanked.
Yeah.
Everybody said he was. There's people in the street that got a reputation, and you know about what they've done. If he was as evil, it needs to be some more proof. That's
another question I wanted to ask you, female, male. Coming from a woman's standpoint, would you rather have the money or see your abuser in jail or take money from him, or would you rather see him in jail?
Both.
But she took the money and ran. She ain't worried about him going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
The statute of limitations ran out for the.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true. That's true.
And also too, if he does have money influences by the police or whatever, especially at that time and everything, who's going to believe her when she did came out?
Okay, let me just ask this real quick. Now, if he's this monster, right? Don't she still got to watch her back now?
Yeah. Right.
What happened? And
right.
Not really.
He's still worth $800 million. Can he still pay police off
exactly.
now?
What's the difference now than then?
Not really, because now he's too much out there and stuff like that. If he tries something now, then he's gonna be really fucked.
So you're saying if something happens to her, they pointing fingers at Diddy automatic?
Exactly.
So her enemy right now could do something to her, and everybody gonna be like, Diddy did it. And she got that's crazy.
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, he'd be stupid to even try something now and everything. Because, like I said, we live in the age of social media like crazy. As much as people got hearsay, say, and everything, power numbers now more and more. Like, yeah, Diddy would, if he dare to try something, that's gonna be his ass like crazy even more now.
But see, here's if he's this powerful, right? Who's gonna do something to him?
Yeah.
Who's going to do something to him that he can't pay off? Like, what's the difference between 8 years ago and right now?
Yeah, exactly.
The internet. 8 years ago, the internet wasn't as powerful.
Like Diddy could go there.
This was cracking back then as it is right now. 2016, Twitter, Instagram, all of that was still around. YouTube,
it was still around, but it wasn't as big and popular like it is now. That's what I'm saying. You was talking about the beginning stages of social media back in those early days. Now there's more and more people speaking like crazy now and everything. Like, even if you see it yourself, some people shouldn't even have a platform, but people speaking a lot more and more now. So it's like, think about extra cameras out there.
Yeah, there's cameras everywhere too. Yeah,
everywhere. So even if you did pay the cops whatever to do some crazy shit, they'll get caught with no problem. And they don't even want their reputation and everything. Like, yeah. So even the cops can't even do nothing sneaky like that.
And then again, everybody after money too. Like his hush money, he could pay people to hush up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Anybody will hush up if he put like $30,000. You know what I'm saying?
It's down on him also too. So they'll try some stuff right now. The feds are really gonna crack on him like crazy now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh?
He's knocking on the door. Put your mute on if you're knocking on something.
Right, who is that? Lou?
That's Lou. That sounds like Lou. That's deep, yo. This whole Cassie thing is deep, but I don't think we're gonna hear the end of it. I don't think it's gonna end anytime soon. And of course, there's gonna be a lot more people coming out because now it's turned into a money grab. Like that lady who just came out. Why she didn't never come out before? You know what I'm saying? Why she come out the blue now? Because she sees it's easy to get paid off of now. Like I never heard about her. You know what I'm saying? I never heard nothing about her doing those things.
A lot of stuff from what Diddy did to some of the women he dealt with.
What they was waiting for women get abused, speak up. You know what I'm saying? If you get abused from,
you're not a woman, so you can't speak.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get you. That's what I'm getting. I wanted to get your point of view. Like if somebody hitting you, you're not gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of people hold it in. You never know. You don't know if anything happened to me, and I just didn't want to say what it was. I mean, women.
I mean, you gotta be a weak type woman, though. You know what I'm saying?
Really.
That's one part of it, also too. I mean, yeah. I mean, she's not as strong as you want her to be that way. She's not every female like that. Think about the weakest person getting bullied so much.
Even a weak, even a weak person snapped back. You know what I'm saying? I heard many stories about people.
Let me break something down real quick. You know what I was taught as a kid? You got to watch who you bully, because when people will delete you out of fear.
That's what I'm saying. Even the weakest person will have a backbone once in a while and stand up for themselves. Win or lose, they're going to stand up.
Not every single weak person. That's why we got suicide rates so high.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Is that you, Irby?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, you're right. Some people just.
I wanted to answer the 18th question about. He said, "Is Diddy still powerful?" Not at the moment.
Yeah. I would say
how is he? He still got the money. He still got the money and the resources. How is he not? Because most people are paying close attention. If he was as much of a sicko as we say he are, it's been people that got whacked while people are still paying attention to the people that that they say that is this evil. If that was the case.
And once again, you got to remember a major.
You see people doing the fall of Diddy, the rise and fall of Diddy. He don't have the status and clout like he used to.
But a major factor is what everybody is forgetting is that she was in the spotlight. Well, when you in the spotlight, you could say something and people gonna bring attention to it. For her to keep it quiet, like, oh, I'm so scared he might do. You could tell the news. You in the spotlight, yo. You know, you can bring awareness to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, what you're saying, Clyde, because when have the news ever shied away from a good domestic
violence? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly. You know? All she had to do is do a press conference. They asking her about her album, do a press conference. Like, by the way, did he hit me?
She would have went to TMZ in 2006.
Exactly.
They were like, "Oh, Diddy did do
exactly." That would have been a big news thing. What
thirsty?
Word.
Right now, as
it would have been a big news, and then it would have gone away when there's no evidence around.
But they had evidence. They had evidence.
Now they
no, wait. I'm gonna tell you, the people that he paid that money at the hospital, at the hotel, they knew.
They're not going to speak up.
Okay, they've been paid off for the longest.
So everybody,
the FBI leaked it.
If all the people he paid off, you think they were going to come say something back then? No.
Exactly. Everybody guilty, bro.
That's you guilty for taking the money for hush up money.
Yeah,
and this was before the Me Too movement. So
would you speak
this was
up
before the Me Too movement. So now she got a little
something
more. It's easier for her to come out now and say something. Before then, she couldn't.
And then I just wanted to respond to Gigi because she said he shot a woman in the face and got away with it. Gigi, when that went down in that club and he got into it with them dudes, what was the dude named Scar from
Scar, yeah.
I honestly believe that I believe that that was Sean that let off. Sean had a reputation for being a shooter.
It was Sean and Wolf. It was his bodyguard.
They was the ones that was letting off. And the reason that the woman would say that is because Diddy's the ones with the money. They're not going to get nothing out of
Okay,
Sean.
then why Diddy was trying to bribe his driver? Why are you trying to bribe his driver?
Huh?
He was trying to save Wolf, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to save his main muscle. You know what I'm saying? That's who had the stain.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So he acquired the criminal conspiracy then. So Diddy was bad even back then.
Yeah. They put the fall on Sean. He could have put the blame on Wolf, but he was scared of Wolf, so he put it on Sean, the less threat. He put it on the less threat. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing too, if you don't think her lawyers might have told her, look, it's best that you put this on Diddy because if you put it on him, that's where we can get the money from.
Yep.
Come on, people gotta come on, man.
Did you get any money from Diddy?
Yeah. She got. I don't know if it was in the millions, but she got paid. You know what I'm saying? She definitely got paid.
He's a hip hop mogul. Sean is an artist. He's in debt with them. He can't give them no money.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Diddy is evil. I mean, he did a lot of dirt to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just his time ran out.
I can't say Wolf. Wolf ain't here. Wolf is.
Nah, but I know how Wolf used to get down, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody was really scared of Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was really scared of him.
I just say this because, like I said, you know, he gave J-Lo the gun. GG. I never heard J-Lo mention that at all.
At all. At all.
I never heard.
Yeah,
I never heard. I never heard. Now I could be wrong because I don't know all of the details. I don't know, but here's the thing. I'm gonna just say this, man. And like I say, I know people don't like my opinion. They don't like my perspective. But a lot of stuff that is done with this industry is done based upon money.
Yep.
A lot of it is just money.
But 18, I've been hearing you talk. I still see you defending Diddy a little bit, man.
I'm not defending Diddy at all, man. The only thing I'm doing is panning out the whole perspective. 2 to 3 things can be correct at once. Diddy is nobody to defend. He's always done bad business. He's exploited his artists. He is obvious what he did on video. He's no different than a lot of these record executives out here.
And he's rich.
The only thing I'm saying is that a lot of these people that were involved were willing participants because of the money and the finances. They was not with this man for love. They was not with this man because of some moral standing, and they expected him to do right by them. That's not what they was with him for.
I'm pretty sure
was absolutely wrong. What he did was foul. He was bogus for what he did. He should have been prosecuted and taken to jail then. But for the most part,
I'm pretty sure a lot of people took a lot of hush money from Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, yo. A lot of people know stuff, but they took that money to keep it quiet, yo.
I mean, think about people in the drug game. I mean, what do? They can't take out all their enemies by putting them 6 feet under. So some people they're gonna have to pay off some money to hush them up.
But everybody guilty, even his bodyguards, bro. His bodyguards see him beating a woman and they ain't say nothing. And ain't they guilty too? That's guilty too, yo.
I want to know I want to know why they didn't do nothing when he slapped his own mother in the face.
Yeah, I mean,
that dude Glenn, he's talking about it, but I'm like, yo, shit.
But here's the thing, right? If he would have did this, if we would have saw this footage, let's say they was at a party and he did this, it would have been a lot of people that we would have been saying, okay, somebody should have did something, somebody should have stepped up. We don't know what anybody knew because it looked like this happened behind closed doors. They was in a private hotel room and he chased her out of the hotel room into the hallway. We didn't see anybody standing around. We didn't see anybody like so.
But the people, that security camera.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. That Gene Deal guy is not to be trusted. Anybody, even a prosecutor, won't even put him on a witness stand. Diddy's best lawyers would have cross-examined, catch his ass slipping up.
Yeah, the Gene Deal, he's a federal informant, yo. Literally, people know he's an informant. Like he works with the feds, bro.
I wouldn't take his word for it. He is not the best person. He is getting paid by these media outlets.
That's true. Like I say,
they all getting paid. They all getting paid.
We all can believe what we want. We all can, have our own opinions. But it's just certain things you just gotta really. And I get it. I'm like I say, I'm not the biggest fan of Diddy. No Way Out was a classic. He came up with a lot of hits. I ain't never gonna refute that. But you have to be able to analyze things from the perspective of a lawyer. If y'all was to take the stand. And if y'all was to, be on trial with all of this stuff going on, the stuff that everyone is saying, would y'all present that to his defense attorney? That's the only thing I'm saying.
Which side lawyer you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I'm like with Diddy's lawyer. If he was to cross-examine anybody, and would y'all just be, because everything that I'm saying, they would challenge you with in the court of law. They'd be like,
so you can't beat that tape though, man. You can't beat that tape. If he was going to trial on the Cassidy thing or any other the sex trafficking thing.
Well, the Cassidy thing that's an open shut case. It's proof that
it's proof. It's not video proof. Yep.
We got the evidence. That's
open and shut. The statute of limitations also, but on the sex trafficking thing, this thing with him and Young Miami, we don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah. No, we don't, and that's the thing. It just sounds like an HBO special to me. A huge hip hop mogul.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a movie.
It's secretly an underworld criminal sex trafficking women, underground drug lord, underground serial deleter. It just seems like a HBO hidden, like a HBO series or something like that.
But you know what they calling sex trafficking ain't like he kidnapped females and take them with him. It's like when he have these parties and he like, y'all want to come with me to the next state, next show, and they be like,
Right.
yeah,
When
that's what they calling sex trafficking.
out for
Yeah, that's what they calling sex trafficking. It ain't like he kidnapped them and be like, yo, get in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I do know if they find any underage girls that was involved, y'all know he done, right?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure the bodyguards and all that handle that. You know, like, let me see your ID before y'all come in this
And then
party.
another thing too, when they say for drugs, the person that they caught had personal use of cocaine and a few other stuff that was his own personal use.
His own personal use.
Show me where the kilos and all of that stuff is at.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff, if he got connections with I don't know, El Chocha or whoever from
El Chapo.
El Chapo from
El Chocha.
from the Medellin,
from the cartel and all that.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I get it. People, people hate the man and they just want him to be guilty, whether it's evidence or not. And
but not only that, it's a lot like somebody says, a lot of politicians and stuff that be going to them parties too. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them protected Diddy because they was involved in that party stuff too. So you got to take all of that in consideration too. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Whoever defending and protecting Diddy, they part of that weird, weird stuff too.
Yep.
The problem is that's everybody. If you got politicians involved, that's basically everybody. That's like the whole that's basically everybody. That's everybody.
So long, man. Like, yo, if
the energy that we keep with Diddy and all of this other stuff and R. Kelly, I hope everybody keep the same energy for all of these other groups of people too. That's doing
I mean, look at the Nickelodeon situation, man. Yeah, like all these former child stars coming out like crazy.
But 18 later, to be honest with you, do you care about those other people?
Actually, I don't really care about any of them.
That's another thing. Yeah. Like, we have to send all the other people, but do you really care about them? Like,
no, I don't. Like, I don't care. And what I'm saying with that is that I don't care about Diddy. Diddy is a celebrity. Me and Diddy live completely separate lives, and he in a much higher tax bracket than me. I do know that it's a lot of people that are willing participants in that lifestyle because of his tax bracket, and they're looking to get whatever opportunities out of it that they can get. It's only a moral standard when it comes to trying to, plead your case to the public to paint you as, somebody that, was doing stuff against your will when you was a willing participant to get money. That's it. I like Harvey.
I mean, my thing is,
but you're not a low-key a Diddy fan?
He's going through this mess.
I'm a fan of his music.
As a black man,
I'm a fan of some of his music. Yeah.
So you don't think you're a little biased? So you don't think you're a little biased in favor of Diddy?
No, I'm not being biased at all. I'm covering all ends because I don't know how many times I gotta say he's a lowlife. I don't know how many times I gotta say that the man's getting what he deserved. I don't know how many times I gotta say that's evidential proof of what he did, and he should have been prosecuted at that time when he did what he did when he did it. I don't know how many times I got to say a lot of these things. The only thing I'm saying is that if you point to anything Cassie might have done that she was a willing participant to, all of a sudden I'm defending Diddy. The only thing I'm saying is that it's women like Cassie that go out with dudes like this for their own interests, and then unfortunately they come up short because you're dealing with somebody who might be a megalomaniac or an egomaniac that have the money and have the power, and they see you as an opportunist, and they see you as an opportunity, so they use and misuse. They misuse you and abuse you because they know you're going to stick around because guess what? You're an opportunist. That's
okay. Can I ask you that? Do you think all of this could be true? But do you think that negate her being involved in a domestic violence thing?
What I just said, Irby, I just said on every live stream on even especially since the evidence came out. What did I say about it?
So, you know, yeah.
All right, guys.
Repeat it again.
Real quick, it's time for final thoughts. So get whatever you got to say out with the final thought, because I'm really tired.
All right.
Irby, what are your final thoughts?
You.
I would say this at this point, if anybody is defending Diddy or bringing up whatever, Cassie could have been a gold digger in the participant. It
You're
has
breaking
nothing to
up.
do with the subject. It has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, I'm breaking up.
Yeah, but I hear you now. Go ahead.
You can hear me now.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, it doesn't matter if Cassie was a willing participant in anything, or she was a gold digger, or she left this person in favor of Diddy. The bottom line is she's a victim of domestic violence. The reason why she didn't leave, the man had power. She feared the man. She has battered wife syndrome, I think. All right, and Diddy's a monster in the subject.
All right. But thanks
Well,
for that, Irby. I do agree with you. I think I agree with you more than anybody on the panel.
now let me say, can I say something? This Clyde.
I,
The end of, my final thought. Oh, go ahead, Mel. My
wait,
bad.
it's Mel then you. Go ahead, Mel. What are
Okay.
your final thoughts?
After watching the video, I mean, she can't be lying because before we saw the video, people started reasonable doubt. But now that we saw the video, it matches up her story, and other people that witnessed it saw it. So she can't be lying. So she is a victim. Period. And there's proof. There's proof that it has been shown that she's a victim. So it is what it is. And stuff. My thing is okay. You got some men that's and some black men in the industry that ain't going through the same problems as Diddy. So especially with women. So the true source is Diddy has a problem.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's still the main source. He always had problem with women, with himself, everything. And look how he handles it. And his backfire's coming down on him. So it's like, because I don't see this happening to other black men in this industry. They ain't being exposed like this because they don't do the same thing he does.
They haven't got caught. They haven't got caught.
That too. Maybe they're just smart enough, or more. Or I always say this: they tell me have more better game than he does with women. That they ain't gonna come out and say all this stuff about him like that. I don't see people. I don't see all those ladies that Michael Jai White dated coming out and saying this about him because he always know how to handle women the way he did. And stuff.
Well,
same thing with Denzel, and he's been married for multiple years with this woman. So, I mean, just you can compare other dudes and this dude, and there's something wrong right there. Why is this group of men going through this problem, but this group ain't? So I always say this: the source. You gotta look at himself at the mirror, like you said. He gotta take responsible for his own actions, what he did. So this is what it is. I mean, Diddy's known for being this womanizer type dude, but now it shows that technically he's a sloppy dude. This is what it is.
All right, well, thank you, Mel.
Okay. Well,
It's your turn.
my final thought on it is at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that Cassie went through all of that. You know what I'm saying? We see that Diddy is who he is and is coming out who he was, you know what I'm saying? What he did or whatever. But at the end of the day, she got to take some responsibility too. You know what I'm saying? Because she have a lot of little girls that look up to her, and by her not saying anything, you know what I'm saying? She's not giving no power to them. You know what I'm saying? She made it look like it was okay to hold it in, and it's okay to take the money and run. When she could have stopped it from a long time ago. She could have stopped it from the beginning of it, being scared or not. And she risking her life. Any way you look at it, now she's risking her life now because you don't know what he could do to her now, as well as back then. So any way you look at it, she's risking her life. But what I think is that she's in the spotlight, and it's a lot of little girls that look up to her. You know what I'm saying? Whether we want to say she's a big star or not, it's people that bought her album, little girls that looked up to her, and by her not saying anything, you know what I'm saying? She could have possibly have somebody hurt by not saying anything. She could have possibly got a person hurt by not saying. Her job as a human is to speak up and let people know what's going on. You know, bring awareness to it. If a monster is hurting you, stop the monster. You know what I'm saying? Don't agree with him. Don't have these parties, freak offs with him and do what he says and all. If you're scared or not, you still gotta look at yourself in the mirror in the morning. How could she look at herself knowing that she was sleeping with male prostitutes and all that for him because she was scared of him? You know what I'm saying? She got to take responsibility too, yo. And we don't know what behind closed doors, if she used to abuse him. You know what I'm saying? And we only caught the image of when he hit her. We don't know what she used to do too, because it's a reason why she didn't say nothing. She's in the spotlight. It's a reason.
Not to interrupt you, Clyde. I just want to say, bro, when you say that people look at that don't matter. None of that matters.
Yeah,
Only thing
bro.
that matters is that he's a monster. I know better.
I'm telling you like this.
You guys are talking about what y'all think she did. We're talking about what we saw. Evidence.
Listen to what I'm saying. I have daughters, right? And if I found out that my daughter was being abused and didn't tell nobody, didn't let nobody know because she was scared of him, my wrath would be worse than his wrath on her. My wrath to my wrath to my daughter be like, why you ain't saying? I would be more mad at her. Like, all you had to do was open your mouth and say something. Because if anything happened to you now, we know who to go to. You know what I'm saying? For her not saying nothing, that she's quiet, she kept that quiet, and a lot of little girls is probably being quiet because she kept it quiet. Well, I'm gonna get the money. I'm gonna do what she did and sue him and get. No, you say something from the beginning and stop it, nip it in the bud from the jump, yo. You nip it in the bud from the jump.
Diddy, we're not talking about Tyrone down the street. So
Tyrone down the street, Donald, anybody with money, they're a human being, yo. You're still human at the end of the day.
I'll just say this really quickly. I don't care who you are. If you put your hands on my daughter, you're gonna have to delete me. Period.
Wouldn't you be mad if your daughter don't say nothing? No, if somebody putting hands on her and she don't say nothing, wouldn't you be mad at her?
Listen. Here's the thing. If it was Diddy and my daughter come to me, I've been dating Diddy. He's the one that's been abusing me. He did this to me, Pop. He did that to me. Diddy security is gonna have to shoot me.
That's what I'm saying.
Moving.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm gonna go all out for mine. Period.
She could have said something, bro. She could have said something, yo. I feel bad what happened to her, but yo, women gotta know. You gotta learn to speak up too. Don't be taking no abuse from dudes for years and then wait till it break out. You know, if somebody hit you, say something. That's all she had to do, yo. We could have stopped Diddy from a long time ago. This could have stopped from a long time ago.
If he sent the threat to my daughter saying, "You tell your father, I swear to God, I'm gonna delete him," and all this, he about to find out.
Yeah, that ain't stopping me. None of that will stop me from protecting my daughter, yo. None of that.
All right. Well, thank you for that final thought. I appreciate it.
Don't get me wrong. Now I'm sad that it happened to her, but please, women, if y'all getting abused, speak up, yo. Say something. Tell somebody, yo. Do something. Don't just sit there taking a beat until you die. Come on, now. Don't sit. Word.
Well, thank you for that, Clyde. All right. Hey, Blue, you there?
You sleep.
He probably knocked out. All right, Rakim, what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is I stick by what I said. I know I might ruffle some feathers. A lot of people dislike what I'm saying. I've said numerous times over and over, I don't even know how many times I gotta say this, that Diddy, he's a low life for what he did. He did what he did, but he had willing participants that was down with him on when he was doing what he was doing. And people can feel however they want to feel. It's my opinion. I honestly don't care. Like, as far as he should have been arrested for what he did then. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, do I trust Diddy? No. Would I ever do business with Diddy? No. All of this other stuff. So when people get the notion that I'm defending Diddy, what you just want me to say? Oh, he's just a savage, he's just a monster, and that's the end of it. No, it was a lot more to it than him just abusing her as well. For somebody to be an abuser and a monster and an evil person, they sure don't have any shortage of people that's willing to be down with them, or willing to be in a relationship with them, or willing to lay up with them. So now, after all of this is said and done, Are we concerned about what's going on with Carisha? Are we concerned about what's going on with Miss Miami? Because she's with him now.
No,
Are we afraid? Are
she
we afraid for her?
unfollowed him. I don't think she's with him anymore. And
That's probably her publicist probably said to stay far from him or something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody disassociating themselves with him, so you know what I'm saying. But that's now. They was doing that last week when we knew Diddy was already abusing people. They were still with him last week. It's only now that it's in the spotlight. Everybody want to dissociate themselves from him, so they guilty too.
That's the only thing. You know, I don't really get into my personal life, but I've seen domestic violence. I grew up around. I grew up around domestic violence. I would never condone anything like that at all. But I just don't understand. Does all common sense go out the window when a person with this type of reputation is around, or is the money more important
Right.
than
Then they morals. They morals. They.
morals? Is money more important than morals? I'll
Yep.
answer my own question. It is.
Yep. They put the money in front of their morals and then their human rights. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Because here's the thing too, like with the situation with Cassie, I don't condone abuse at all, nothing. But I got to question Cassie, because why would you leave Ryan Leslie to be with this type of man when you knew about his reputation? Why?
Money
Why?
and fame. They be searching for the money and fame, bro.
5-star restaurants, lobsters, caviar, Italian leather, Dolce and Gabbana, Louis Vuitton, Burberry, Louboutin, first class flights to the Caribbean, to Europe, to Paris. That's why.
Yep.
So
Yep.
like, come on, man. But that's all I got to say.
All right, well, thank you, Rakim. Thank you, Clyde and
Thank
Blue
you.
there. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank
But
you, Mel, for the show. Good show again, man.
thank you, of course. I will be going live again next week. You know, I'm going on a little road trip this
All
weekend,
right.
so
Be safe and have fun.
definitely will.
18, yo, it's nice talking to all of y'all, yo. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, yo. Word.
Hey man, shout out to you, Clyde, man. You take
Word.
care, brother. I want to give a shout out to Mel for allowing me up. I know I've been in disagreement. We know we disagree. Mel disagree with my opinion. I know Swag disagree with my opinion, and Irby, but y'all my peoples, man. It's just that we just disagree on this
Well,
particular topic.
everybody don't have to agree with each other, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you get your point across, that's the most important thing, man.
Right, we
Yeah, I
definitely
mean,
don't want no echo chamber up here.
oh yeah, no, and like I'll say this one thing before you go, Mill. Like I said, I think he should be, well, he should have been prosecuted a long time ago for what he did, because there was no excuse to what he did in that video. If she
Word.
ran off with something, let her go. If you take something from me, if I'm a millionaire, if you take something from me, that is the price that I pay to get you out of my life forever. So whatever that was going on, if he was possessive and all of this stuff, like I said early in the stream, the only reason he's apologizing now is because he was caught. How
Word.
you at the lowest part of your life and you got all that money? It doesn't add up to me. But at the same time, like I say, I think everybody had their hands in the cookie jar. Everybody, everybody was getting something out of it until things took a turn for the worse.
Well, and for any female that's listening, yo, domestic violence is not your fault. Please say something before you get terminated or something. Yo. It's not. Don't hold it in, yo. If you're getting abused, say something. Tell somebody, yo, for real, because you never know. You never know. That you know what I'm saying?
You never know.
And
Word.
we can just say this too: how many men have been deleted based off of false accusations
Exact.
that
That's
somebody
another
that
thing.
they
That's
never
another
did?
thing. That's another thing.
Right.
So, like, people need to be acting like people need to stop acting like all men are just these abusive monsters and women don't. Because if it was like that, women wouldn't even be able to walk around in this country. Most
Yeah.
women walk around not feeling threatened, not feeling they're in danger. They're able to pop off on men, disrespect men on an everyday basis, even put their hands on men without any type of repercussions. So let's stop acting like that. If you go over to India or any of these other countries where practically they can grape a woman and the government will say it's the woman's fault, y'all really need to start
Check yourself. Yeah, check yourself.
Absolutely.
Sweet Melody Media.
Hey. All right, hurry up and give your final thoughts because I'm so tired. I'm gonna fall asleep. So, what are your final thoughts?
Who, me? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yes.
My bad. I just came back. I had to charge my phone up. But anyways, as far as these allegations go, even if they prove to whether they're true or false, this is karma for his ass, plain and simple. He's been doing this kind of stuff for years and years and years. And like 18 said, he's only apologizing because now he got caught. They say it's not a crime as long as you don't get caught. Well, guess what? You got caught. Now your ass is grass.
That's right.
Now your ass is grass. That's the only reason. So, and like y'all said, this is why I tell women don't be making false allegations against men just because you want to get something out of somebody. You know, in cases like that, because when shit really hits the fan and somebody really is abused, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna believe the woman. Because I get it. False allegations happen. I hear story after story after story after story of women putting allegations on men just for being friendly, and they're nowhere near what Diddy is doing. Nowhere near what Diddy is doing. If they get falsely accused of some stuff just because. That needs to stop, because when stuff like this pop off, now no one wants to believe the woman. In this case, we can believe the woman due to Diddy's history. You got a history of doing bullshit, yeah, you going down big time.
Facts.
So hope they do their investigation and find out what they know. So if they're coming out with this now, I call it karma for his ass and opportunity to capitalize on a good opportunity. Make the best of a bad situation, as they always say. It's a bad situation for Diddy, so they gotta make it good. They gotta make good on it. Again, I have no pity for Diddy because right now he's looking real shitty. Okay.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I know the making of the band, Cass is laughing at him because they were just kids that was just trying to get on in the record industry, and he exploited them. So I'm pretty sure that
Wasn't
they
that
right now.
Wasn't that group Danity on there or whatever back in 2006?
Danity Kane.
Yeah, that's them. That's them.
New Six, I think New Five, or a lot of those other bands that only made one album and you never heard from them anymore. So.
From what I understand, he screwed over.
So,
Can I say this one last thing before I dip up out of here?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Melanie. I'm sorry.
And then I'm shutting down. I'm really tired. I'm telling you. I don't want to fall asleep on my stream.
You better not. But like I said, he screwed them over big time, for what I understand. I saw a video. He was arguing one of the members for I forgot what it was about, but he had an argument with them, and that kind of broke up the group in 2010. So yeah, this ain't nothing new. He gonna get his, and that's my final thoughts.
Well, thank you. I hope so. I hope he get his.
Yeah, this is Hustler and Muscular, also known as H&M, dropping gems, stomping hard like a pair of Timbs. Deuces.
Deuces. Okay, guys. Good night, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It was a great show. I really appreciate you all. Without you guys, there would be no Sweet Melody Media, because you guys make up the media part. Love you guys. Appreciate it. And thank you for behaving on the panel tonight, because you guys wasn't cursing and going crazy like some people do. Don't care about me being demonetized, but I appreciate you guys. Much respect, much love. All right, guys. Deuces.
Night. Good night.
Good night. Shout out to everybody.
Peace. Peace.
Peace. Oops.
Leak by the tape.